All right, cool. We live.
We
We
live was
live.
good, man. Sitting here, y'all, with the crazy devil dog.
So welcome to another Ratchet episode of Balloon Chaos and such. And we got DL Saint today.
What's good, people?
And thank you for showing up, DL. Appreciate it. One of the reasons I like having certain content creators, DL, I'll name a few here. DL Primal Studies, Uncle Gun's best mod on fucking YouTube is. Look, there's a lot of content creators out there, clearly. Many. And with that said, I don't think that most of them give a shit about anything other than lining their pockets, getting more attention, more views, more bullshit. And as much as I understand, right? Everyone wants to get the bag, everyone wants eyes on. Most of it is fucking bullshit. And one of the problems is for the average person, I would think, and tell me what you think, DL, is that there's a lot of truth in pretty much every content creator, right? There's a lot of truth that comes out. The problem is when you start mixing in the bullshit, right? You start lining, with a little bit of snake oil, right? Make it a
Yep,
little slippery, and
yep.
it turns into just bullshit. So, with that said, thank you, Uncle Guns. What up, Angela? And we got Jody. What up, Jody?
What's
Oh,
good,
and
sis?
one more announcement before we get into things. So, look, I didn't think I would have to say this, but ladies, certain ladies, I do not need your nude pictures sent to me. There's plenty of content creators who ask for that shit, who want that shit. So, you can save them. But with that said, if you are going to send them to me, right, which I don't recommend, not asking for, please don't. But if you do, and I don't see my name written somewhere, like that, the disrespect is crazy.
I mean, bro, people don't understand. What you're talking about with the content creators, and like some people going too far. This shit's a play for a lot of guys out there, a lot of women out there. This is another dating market. It's another play. You know what I mean? So, and it's funny. When I first got into this, like, yo, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? So people want to be with folks so bad that they take every opportunity in any platform whatsoever to make that connection. Um, Ladies sending out nude pictures. I hope your face isn't in it. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, they are. I mean, I've heard, you know. So we're gonna get right into it. What do we got here? So what up, Michael? By the way, and look, this is the newest episode of Balloon Chaos bullshit, whatever. And I think there's some valuable lessons to learn. As much as sure, a lot of the online shit is contrived. Dating shows are pretty whack. I wouldn't want to do this, but at the same time, just reviewing it, the troll in me kind of does. But with that said, I don't know if I'm black enough for this, and I say that because it seems this show is predominantly. I haven't seen any white dudes. I've seen some, passing women. I don't know if that's PC, but whatever. So, have you checked any of this out, DL? I think you said you saw some of it, right? Or you saw a clip?
I see clips. A lot of content creators are reacting to this. Medium Man is a brother, former military guy. I think he's Air Force. He's like a bodybuilder. Um, really good content creator. He reacts to this a lot, and I'll react to his platform. So that's the extent of it. I've never sat down and watched it, but base keep it 100. I'm pretty sure this is one of your guilty pleasures, bro. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling,
I
bro.
mean,
Like,
look, the humiliation. It's just very, very rich. So look, DL, you I think self-proclaimed red pill that sphere. I'm in the self-proclaimed no pill. So I'm sure we're gonna see things a little bit differently, which is good, and maybe a lot differently in some terms. But I thought this would be a good chance for us to kind of put our ideas on the board, chop it up, see what we end up with.
Yeah, and I think you're correct, and this is pretty much like it's a black thing. It's a black show. Um, I'm happy that they're successful. I think it's a great concept, and it took off. I mean, it seemingly just took off. I'm pretty sure they put a lot of work into this. But I'm with you, bro. This is some shit, bro. If I died and you drug my body into this shit, I would come back to life just to crawl out of the studio and then die once I'm out of the studio. Man, there's no way in hell I'd do some shit like this, bro.
It's wild, absolutely wild. So I'm gonna unmute now that they're lined up and shit. And look, I'm just gonna preface: if you don't like truth, or at least truthful opinions, at the very least, you probably won't like my takes. But this is not an attack on men. It's not an attack on women. It's an attack on tards, people who can do better. Right? They can do better. Many things within their control that they can improve, and they choose not to in many terms, right? They choose to be the average, the norm, which fucking sucks, right? The norm is obese. The norm is a drug addict of sorts. The norm is on social media all day. The norm is drinking too much, smoking too much, eating a bunch of bullshit food. So if you want to be the norm, you want to be the average regular, I'm not saying that you can't get money, not saying you can't get a boyfriend or girlfriend, but what do you think the quality of your life will really be? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and you're gonna have some ninja watchers here probably, bro. So for those who've never seen this or don't know what this is, you want to give them a quick rundown on how this goes.
Yeah. So I think she's about to explain a little bit. I'm going to
Okay.
unmute and start to play it. But basically, you see these guys here. They're lined up. They have these balloons, and they're going to be bringing out women one at a time. So first one, essentially seeing if there's a match. Going to pop balloons one by one based on responses, based on physical features, right? We've talked about, I know you've talked about, I've talked about sort of the looks maxing. Not that either of us concentrate on that, at least I don't. But with that said, a lot of things do come down to looks, but that is of the superficial. So for a woman who's predominantly superficial, she's looking for superficial things. I want a man with a bag, right? Instead of, if we're to make it the binary, I want a good, strong leader. I don't necessarily care if he has a bag or right now or how big it is, right? But there's other ones like I'm just in it for the yacht. I'm just in it, or at least predominantly, right? So I think this is a mix of everything, right? You see some of that superficial shit. You see some of the, maybe more genuine personality type shit. So we'll get right into it. Oh, we still on mute.
Of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, and we've got some single men.
And DL, let me pause real quick. How is the volume on your end and the volume of me in comparison?
Let me check the. Give me 1 second. I'll just listen to it. I'm listening to.
Line up.
Cool.
Make some noise, guys. Okay, I don't know what that was, but we continue.
It sounds good, bro. It sounds good.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to be bringing out some single women one by one. When she comes around this corner, if you're feeling her, she's your type down to a T, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're not feeling, whatever that may be, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to a few of you and figure out why you ended up popping. Are we ready?
So as you can see, this is like the male selector version, right? She's talking about to the men, right? Pop your balloons. At times, it'll be all women. And Jody, this is the newest episode, so yeah, you are correct. We are going to do one with the ladies in line, but right now the newest one happens to be men, and I thought, why not do this for DL coming on?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, y'all were a little quiet in the beginning. Okay, if we're ready, let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome.
Oh, and it looks like we lost DL. All right, we're gonna carry on. Let's see when he pops back up.
And what's your name?
Hi, I'm Barbie.
Barbie, how old are you?
I am 24.
And what do you do?
I am a full-time nursing student and I cocktail serve here and there.
All right, so we got Barbie. Okay, Barbie, full-time nursing student. And look, again, not to be mean. This isn't about being mean. This isn't about attacking people based on their genetics, right? Things outside their control, anything like that. But does this look healthy? Right? Does she look healthy? Does she look like she eats real food? Does she look like she exercises to any discernible degree?
Nah. Nah, my bad, guys. Hit the wrong button. Shit.
Nah, all good. So yeah, Barbie just came out. We're gonna bring it back just a couple so you can hear this.
Name.
Hi, I'm Barbie.
Barbie, how old are you?
I am 24.
And what do you do?
Oh shit, 24. I thought she said 34. Oh, man.
She's
So-
real young, bro.
You know, I was gonna open up an Instagram just for the purposes of checking out, you know, what's behind the scenes, right? Because the women on here and the men, for that matter, have no problem presenting themselves a certain way. Oh, this is who I am. This is what I like. And meanwhile, a lot of times look at the social media and it's like, yo, what the fuck? This is not what you presented. So anyways, don't have
That
an
never
Instagram
happens.
because
That never happens online, does it, bro? You never get a picture or from a female that you done met on some platform or somewhere and you see her in real life and she come out looking like shorty. That never happens.
Yeah, usually pretty big discrepancies, which is also ironic and funny to think how many men simping over women who, you know, on social media, right? Their pictures, their whatever. And meanwhile, it's not even them. I mean, meet them and you'll find out it's not even them.
Right. Not even at all. Completely.
I am a full-time nursing student and I cocktail serve here and there.
Okay, nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
More like working out, tennis. Next year I'd like to travel more and stuff
Okay.
like that. But just trying new things, honestly. I'm not
Okay.
really picky.
Got it. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Just honesty, caring, generous.
Okay. Let's do a pause right here. So she's looking for honesty, caring, right? Generous. What do you interpret that as? What is she actually saying? Is she being blatantly honest?
I think we're in that world of my truth. You know, you have people going here talking about, well, this my truth is this. I'm like, shorty, you're overweight. You're not working out. You're not even going into a gym. Come on, let's cut that out. You're not eating right. She can't come out and say that. She can't say, well, I'm struggling with my weight. I'm working on it. I got myself a good diet. I started going to the gym. She can't say that. She's got to come out. I'm already perfect. So let me say all the things I've heard all of the hot girls say because I'm a hot girl too.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm looking at.
And, you know, I really try to make it clear that, you know, when it comes to weight, my issue with her, or, you know, most people, right? She looks pretty average. She, as far as I'm concerned, she's a average woman, just the norm, which is not good, by the way. With that said, she's overweight. I'm not complaining about how she aesthetically looks by saying that. What I'm saying is, it's clear to me, I could be wrong to some degree, but she eats a lot of junk food. She doesn't really exercise, not to any meaningful degree. And therefore, she's unhealthy, she's drugged up, she's nutrient deficient, while being, you know, full of toxic chemicals, right? This is most people, fast food diet, soda, whatever the case, right?
Yeah.
And
A lot of
you
sugar, a
think
lot of
about it,
soda. Yeah.
she's 24. What is she going to look like at 34? And not just look like, but be like, her composition, her health. 44, 54, right? At this trajectory, this is not, right? This isn't an example of, oh, I think she would be good mother material. I think she'd be good wife material. She's showing a lack of discipline, a lack of self-love. I'll bet if she asked her right now, hey, do you love yourself? She'd be like, oh yeah, I love myself so much. that you're poisoning yourself all day, every day. That's how much you love yourself.
Yeah. I mean, bro, here's the thing. I agree with everything you said. We're in a society now where a woman like this, like you call her average, and I agree with you, because you look at it's close to what, like 73, maybe let's say 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese, right? 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese. Most of that is obesity. When we have the epidemic, now they got the magic drugs. People are taking drugs. They're pumping even more chemicals in their bodies to fool their body into helping them lose weight instead of doing it, with discipline, right? But she doesn't even have to do that. We're in a society where the guys are so thirsty.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we haven't even started talking about the dudes yet. There's a line of dudes. Yeah. Like, bro, I didn't hear any balloons pop. Did they pop balloons when she walked out?
Good point. And you are correct. Exactly. But that's why I like to do the pause and kind of discern from the rational, right? Because there's a tendency, not to get deep into psychology, but there's a tendency to the herd mentality, the social acceptance right there in the moment, right? If 2-3 dudes had popped their balloon, you might have seen it turn into 4, 5, 6 all. You see what I mean? Yeah. But none of them popped them, and they were, like, no, let's hear what she has to say. That thirst, I'm thinking already, we'll see, we're going to find out, is already keeping them in the game. Oh, man, I might be able to get that.
For real. Like, I might be able to smack. And I don't know if the guys are thinking like, well, if she's with me, I'll get her into the gym. I'll have her eating right. I'll get her body right. Most dudes don't think that way. They're just thinking I'm going to smash. So you look at that. And then like you're saying, I use that, that 1 to 10, 0 to 10 scale when you're talking about, women look like or whatever. And you say like, oh, she's about average. And I mean, I look at her and I have to agree with you. I would say she's a 5 in the sense that, again, the vast majority of women in America look like her. So she's right there. Call her a 5. And, women would get so mad if I just say, hey, yeah, you're a 5, you're average, you're pretty much what's out there. They'll want to fight you. No, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. No, go ahead.
And it'd be like, you're disrespectful. And my response would be, you're disrespecting yourself. Right. We didn't see her Instagram. I mean, look, as it is, I'll just explain real quick. Apparently, my IP address been banned. I don't know. So I got to find a way around to get Instagram. They don't like the VPNs. They don't like anything. But with that said, I would guess that her Instagram is ratchet. She's sexualizing herself to what degree, we don't know. But we'll move on here.
And bro, her dress is see-through, right? You can see through her dress?
Yeah, I mean, it's see-through enough. I mean, I can see quite a few lines, right? I would argue this dress is sort of sexualizing. And I know to a lot of women,
do me a favor, drop the comment. Drop the comment so I can get a look at her. I want to get a look at her.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh man, bro. That takes courage right there, bro. I tell you what, she's sure of herself, bro. I give her that. 100%.
Well, think about this. How many dudes, and we don't know the answer yet, but I'm just speculating on, the average woman. How many dudes have validated her sexually online in many different instances? Many, many men, due to the scale of internet and the thirst that be, have validated her and her habits, her behaviors, who she is. So in a sense, what reason does she have to improve when it comes to men? Because she probably thinks, I mean, I'm guessing here, oh, I can get a millionaire or whatever. I can get some jack dude. I can get a jack millionaire because I have perceived to be validated by those men, whether she's hooked up with them, had a boyfriend, online simps leaving comments, liking videos, liking pictures of her sexualizing herself.
And that's what it is. So when you asked that question about how many men, I had a hook from 50 Cent. Many men, many men. That's the answer to that question. Many men, bro.
Well, you know what? We should change it to many males.
Hey, there you go.
All that stuff, yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Kids.
Okay.
Kids.
Hey, and let's pause here. So, kids are a deal breaker. What'd she say? She's 23, 24. So maybe she doesn't have any yet. But I've seen women with kids on here like, oh, I don't want a man with kids. I think we know why, right? I want all your resources, your time, your
Yes.
energy, just for me, even though I have a kid. With that said, what are you thinking on this lineup? Just right off the cuff, just to the eye. We already know they're on the show, right? You're thirsting. You're ready to degrade yourself potentially. But any thoughts on the lineup from your perspective?
I mean, bro, just beta dudes, bro. Just keep it 100, man. Invisible guys, the thirsty dudes. Like I'm looking at these guys. I mean, they're probably good humans. When we get to talk to them, we'll get to hear what they have to say. But when women say dusty, here's the thing: women say that there are no good men out there. Women say all these things about we want men to approach us. We want this attention, and then you get a shot like this with these dudes. Women don't want guys that look like this to come talk to them, right? This is something I need to understand, right? When women say there are no good men, no, there are no men out there, no good men out there that they find attractive. There are no good men out there that of the men that they want, they can't get them dudes to do more than just have sex with them. And then you look at these guys. Just looking at these dudes, I think any one of these dudes would walk down the street hand in hand with old girl, be proud to say this is my woman, be proud to start a life with. And I ain't mad. Go ahead. Because these dudes are average too. Right? Yeah. If she's a 5, these dudes are 5s as well. Like this is the average guy.
I would argue even less. I would argue they're if she's a 5, they're 4s. Reason being is just the thirsting, right? The validation. But I don't want to get too ahead. Let's see what they actually say, and
And then just someone that lacks communication and also just likes to stay in the house like all the time. Too much of a homebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah.
Okay, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right, let's start over here with your name and age.
I'm Gerard. I'm 26.
Okay, and Gerard, what do you do?
I work in the cyber industry. By the time this airs, I'll be a data scientist, own a personal training company, and do some career consulting.
Nice. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm definitely a homebody. So I'm in the house a lot. When I date, I kind of like compromise and schedule dates out. But yeah, I'm a homebody for the most part.
I mean, I am too, but I'm just saying, like, if your date night is Netflix and chill, then I'm just not
Yeah, that's not my date
doing
night.
it.
But yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I respect that.
Base, hold on
So
for one
is,
second.
Gerard
Hold on.
yeah.
She says that if you are a homebody, that's a deal breaker. She's talking to the man because he didn't say, I don't find you attractive. He didn't say that, whatever. Like, I don't like what you're wearing. You're too short. He didn't say none of that. He was like, oh, I'm a homebody. So that's the reason I popped my balloon. That's why I wouldn't pursue you. So I'm like, bro, you attracted to her? Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you're attracted to her. I gotta believe that in her mind, she's thinking any guy that would take me serious is not the guy that I want. And what do I mean by that is like most women, they may say that they're a 10, they may seem delusional, where they fit in the sexual marketplace, but every woman understands exactly where she fits. Every woman knows that. She knows she has, let's say a few extra pounds, right? She knows that. She knows she needs to watch her diet. She knows she needs to get into the gym. She stated all that stuff up front, right? She knows she's not as fine as the alpha chick in her group. She knows she doesn't get all that attention when there's more attractive women, more fit women around. But she's still going to sit here and she's going to take all this attention. She's going to take all this validation. And here's a dude. Hey, I got myself together. I'm a young guy. I'm working on this. I'm going to have this done and this and that. But I'm definitely a homebody. Well, then she changes it. Well, if your idea is success, I'm a homebody too. What? You're a homebody too? What's okay? And it's like, if your ideas of date night is Netflix and chill, then I don't want to be with you or whatever. And he's like, and he's thinking, that's not date night, baby. That's every night. Date night is we're going to go do something special. So he said it. Date night will be something we would plan something out, whatever. So right off rip, you got people who are just either speaking past each other or just so out of it, right? And the last thing, she's attracted to this guy. She's attracted to him.
Well, you can tell that because she sort of backpedaled when he was like, oh, I don't really do that. I'm more at home. And she was like, oh, well, I just meant if So what she wanted there, I mean, it would seem, nobody really knows, but was for him to be like, "Oh, okay, give me the balloon back." So it was sort of a test, but it's too late. I mean,
Yep.
as of now.
Someone that's your type.
Yeah, he's really cute. I like the facial hair. I like the tattoos a lot. Yeah, it's really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good too.
Thank you.
That's a
So our
lot.
next pop balloon here, your name and age.
By the way, I'm just gonna pause real quick. That dude, he probably seemed like one of the more put together dudes I've seen on here. As a matter of fact, that
Okay.
wasn't just simping. He wasn't like, he didn't like get rejected and then be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I would do anything to be like this," type of whack energy. So yeah,
But he has the leverage because he's the one that technically rejected her, right? Because he popped the balloon.
yeah.
Right. But I agree with you. This dude sounds like he has game. Like this is a guy that sounds like he knows how to approach women. He understands it's a numbers game. This is a guy like if he were to get turned down, I think it wouldn't bother him. He would just simply move on to the next one. I think this guy has self-esteem, more self-esteem than the average dude. That's my take on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
My name is Quan. I'm 29.
And Quan, what do you do?
I'm a mechanic. I'm a technician. I fix stuff.
Okay, cool. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a home.
This dude over here, when he said I'm a mechanic's mechanic, I think this dude in the was it polo
Yeah,
was
polo
like,
shirt.
bruh. He
Right.
was like,
Shaking his
bruh.
head. You just say that.
He's ready to mog.
But I like the Netflix and chill. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, okay. I think that's cute. Like after, like maybe you get to know each other, but in the beginning, it's nice to like do things and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. So no dates, just Netflix and chill all the time.
Oh no, we do dates definitely. You know what I mean? But I mean, she said that homebodies, that was something that was a
No.
deal breaker. So for me, that's something I take pride in. I work hard. I'm a football.
So we need to translate this real quick. When she first said, I don't want some dude that's Netflix and chill, the way I'm going to interpret this, and again, this is surface, right? We don't know these people. And by the way, Angela, I hear you. I hear you. Where is it? I don't think that this is all that scripted. And I've gone over this, but essentially, when you look at the body language, you look at the dynamics. I mean, I'm sure it's scripted to a degree, but there's a lot of truth in what people are showing here. So, anyways, when she talked about from the very beginning, "Oh, I don't want to Netflix and chill," to me, I interpret that as I've had one night stands, so to speak, and I don't want that. I want a man to invest in me. I'm not here looking for sex.
You're absolutely
And
correct.
I think the way she sort of tried to filter the dudes out by saying that was not the best move.
Bro, you hit that one out the park. She's tired of being the slow Tuesday chick. She's tired of being a what you doing at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
chick. Right?
Right.
She's tired of the dudes that here's the thing. The guys in the red pill space, they're always talking about hypergamy, and a lot of guys, some of the guys take this to mean this is a bad thing. I don't have a problem with hypergamy. I think it's smart. I want the best. I'm not hypergamous. I mean, I am hypergamous when it comes to the things I want out of life. I don't go looking for a car and give me the worst junker that's out there. I want the best, right? So I'm not mad at women for that. But at the saying that, I can't go shopping for a Ferrari on a Honda budget. You feel me? So that's what she's tired of. These top tier dudes, ladies, a top tier guy will have sex with you. He will bust one. It will be, he would give you what, 6 or 7 pumps, and he's out of there. That's why they call it pump and dump, right? So
I thought it was a 3-pump chump.
hey, you got that too. If you can get it out,
Two-pump.
you know what I mean? But the thing is this: she's tired of being that to the men that she wants.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. That's what it translated to. And Daisy, some of these women didn't have any good female examples in their lives. Yeah, I think didn't have good female examples, didn't have good male examples. And if I'm to give courtesy to anyone, it's to women in the, look, we can criticize men and women. Everyone can. Women
Yeah.
criticize men, whatever. But the point is, it really comes back to the way that I discern reality is men lead. Men have always led historically, maybe not in every single instance and way, but overall. So really, the downfall of men has led to the downfall of women. Women are, in some terms, a reflection of men. And so when I hear men talking about, oh, we just need women to change and that will make everything better, to me, that's fucking stupid. And the reason it's stupid is we need men to be better leaders, better examples overall when it comes to brothers, fathers, boyfriends, husbands, right? All the way down the line. And societally, we would then see people being better. But it's not going to happen with the average weak male being exactly what he is, a poor leader. And with that, somebody who, look, and I'm guilty of this in the past, but, you know, using women, this sort of thing. I get it, right? We want to have sex, right? That's essentially it, right? Want
Base,
to,
but did you really use women, or did you guys use each other? I mean, come on now.
yeah. I mean, it was a little bit of both, but who was leading?
Yeah, well, you know, yeah. I
So,
get you. I get you.
Even if it's 0.1%, right? Even if it's whatever it is, it still falls on me, right? That's the ultimate accountability. And that's what's necessary to get better. I think that societally, if you want women to have the ultimate accountability, then you're really asking for them to be accountable as men would be. And that's silly.
Yeah, but with Sister Daisy, I would definitely push back a little bit. Was it Daisy was saying that this thing was scripted? Was it Daisy?
No, Angela.
Oh, well, Angela, sorry. Angela, I would push back a little bit. I got a little bit of experience in the Hollywood stuff. I was in LA for a long time. We have a production company. We've done productions. This is not scripted. It's outlined and highly encouraged. Like you go out and you look for certain types of people because you need the extroverts. You need the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the girl with the crazy eyes. You need them to make the show interesting, and you do your best to pair them up. Like I want a group of guys that I know that person are gonna like go wild. You try to pair that up, but it's not scripted in the sense that they're reading what you wrote. And
Right.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
It's not that, yeah.
there's probably pre-scripting, like, hey, we want to see this out of you, broadly, generally.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any lines that are being scripted. I don't think they're good enough to do that.
They're not. Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes discipline to be an actor, to be able to read it, to be able to understand, your motivations, because that's a character now. So like, okay, what would this character do? Nah, this isn't scripted at all. They're just going out. It's like whatever. You look at whatever podcast, bro.
Yeah.
You sit down and look at that, and I was like, there's no way in hell this shit ain't scripted. And it's not. They just go out and get these crazy folks. They sit them down. They get them encouraged to say a bunch of crazy stuff, and then they hit them with facts, and then they just watch the show go. You know what I mean?
And if we're talking about scripting, I mean, just the idea of how much of pickup game artistry, how much of that could you say isn't scripted? And I don't mean on video. I don't mean on YouTube. I mean in reality. Right? Dude's like, oh, what line should I use? What should I say to? He's scripting in his head as he's doing it, right? The idea of pickup artistry. Oh, let me go talk to 100 women today, or whatever the case. And I'm not saying that, going out and talking to women is bad. I'm just saying that life has scripting innately in it. People do script things, but I don't think this show, overtly, yeah. So.
Coach, I'm a baseball coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, when it comes to being home,
Yeah.
I work hard to afford a home. So I
Okay,
like to
that's
take
cool.
pride in that.
All right. Sounds good.
So is he someone that's your type?
No, but
Girl, hold on.
no.
Why not?
But, I like more of like a low cut.
Okay.
And
I could've said that.
just put more effort, but that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So she my type?
Is she
What
your
we
type?
doing?
Is she your type?
She cool. She
Damn, she got like 3 or 4 balloon pops when she said I
think
like
it was
more
4.
of a low cut type.
I think it was 4. Pop. Yeah, I think it was 4. And it's crazy. I'm good at counting pops, huh, Base? I guess certain.
Yeah, right.
certain,
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
certain
some
things never
reason.
leave. For some reason, I'm good at hearing loud pops and counting. But I could have said that right away. She strikes me as a woman who's more conservative, if we can use that term, just more of a, cookie cutter kind of, in the sweet spot kind of one. Like, she's gonna want to go to church. She's gonna want to show you off to her family. She's gonna show you off to her coworkers. And dude's his hairdo alone, right? If you're gonna have a look like that, fellas, you better be buffed, because it's for me, it's like, all right, now it's kind of like almost like a kind of not gangster, but alternative look. You got to sell that look. You can't be a skinny, scrawny guy, in my opinion, with, your hair up like that or whatever. I mean, this is my take, guys. You don't have to agree with me.
I'm going to push back a little bit here. I think pragmatically, you're probably correct. With that, I mean, broadly, generally, right, to the masses. With that said, if you really own the shit that you do, right, you're doing what's true to you for the right reasons, sort of thing. And let's say it does filter out, let's just say 99% of women, or if it was a woman, 99% of men. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because we are, in some senses, I think in a lot of senses, looking for counterparts to us, right? Doesn't mean people identical, but people who appreciate us for us, not just the superficial shit. So, for instance, if men is doing it because, oh, the rappers are doing this now, or whatever the reason, right? He's just mimicking. It's not really true to him. I think that's a big L, period. Whether or not it's attractive to most others. Do you see what I'm getting at?
That's an excellent point, bro, because in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I just didn't convey it properly. When I was growing up, in the 70s and 80s, the people who wore dreads were the people who wore them because of their religious beliefs. Like, it was like, there were guys out there who wore the dreadlocks. You know what I mean? The Rastafarians wore the dreadlocks. They smoked the blunts. Like, and it wasn't socially acceptable at that time. When people weren't going around getting dreads just to be cool. He looks like a guy who's wearing it's a fashion statement as opposed to a lifestyle. So yeah, I get you on that.
Beautiful. Don't get me wrong, girl. Your body, model.
Thank
Bro, we got it.
I thought he was gonna go the other way with, like, girl, your body. Got to get to the gym.
And again, I like to, move away from the superficial, but just use it to look at, you are unhealthy. You are clearly not loving yourself. I don't care what words you say. Oh, I love myself so much. I've come this journey. Shut the fuck up. You poison yourself very clearly. Oh, I got a bad thyroid. Yeah, well, if you have a bad thyroid, why are you drinking, I don't know, vodka and Sprite, whatever the fuck, three times a week? Right, you get what I'm getting at.
You
here.
got a
Why
bad
you eating
thyroid.
Arby's.
Yeah, please put down the Kool-Aid. Seriously, stop drinking the Kool-Aid with all that sugar in it if you got a bad thyroid. Right? You should be drinking more water. Like, literally should be, and figuratively, stop drinking the Kool-Aid. And that's the problem in the Black community. Stop eating the fried food. Stop, going to McDonald's. Stop doing those things.
Look, we vote with our time, attention, resource. When you're going to McDonald's, right? Let's just say, or Arby's, Wendy's, whatever it is, and you're supporting them, you're literally voting for more of that shit. Not just for you, definitely for you, but for other people, for society. You're saying, this is good. I put my money, my time, and attention into it. So when you go after and complain, oh, they, the rich, the elite, the white man, the black man, the Indian man, whatever the fuck, but yet you're voting for them every day. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Simpery thirst here. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're a model. Oh, and don't get me wrong. I understand, right? Like, she got, big boobs, or right? She wearing a tight dress. She in a, sexy-esque, whatever style. She's unhealthy. And there's no reason to simp and be like, oh, I just want you to know that I would fuck the shit out of you. There's no reason to say that.
Now, there are guys out there on the other side of this. There are guys out there that will say, hey, man, maybe he's really into that style. Like, he's into the bigger women or whatever, BBW, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And here's my take on that. Are there guys out there who like bigger girls? Yes. If we were making up numbers, what percentage of that of the men out there who are really into that? What it would be single digits, low single digits, keeping it 100. This dude right here, if this dude had a chance to smash a woman who looked like Beyonce in her prime, or Rihanna, he will be all about that. So it's game. I mean, it's just maybe he's doing it for the show, but there are a lot of dudes. I see him all the time. When I go out, I see guys that are in shape, just like 2 steps above average dudes with women who are like really obese and big, and like they love this woman. They're hand in hand. They're with her. They're proud of her. And it's like this dude is hunting what he can get. He's like, he's done getting shot down. These are the dudes that never been punched in the mouth. These are the dudes that they don't like to have to fight for anything. It's truly not the low hanging fruit. It's the fruit that's on the ground. He's just, hey, I'll pick this up. This is the one I want. I think it's more of that than I'm actually into big girls. I mean, I've smashed my share of big girls. Don't get me wrong, but we never went anywhere. We weren't. I didn't introduce her to anybody in my crew, my family. We didn't hold hands. It was what you doing. 2:00 in the morning. Pull up. That was that. And that was back in the, that was back in the 80s. Actually, it was a phone call because we couldn't.
And on the other end, that is, it's validating them as a person, the behavior, whatever it is. And that's what I have in my own life, put efforts towards moving away from, right? Because I've had plenty of opportunity, right? I don't want to get into it too much, but just saying I've turned down plenty of opportunity that I definitely would have years before, jumped on.
Yep.
And that discipline, I think, is important and something that I was missing in the big picture. But without going down that rabbit hole, we will continue on this rabbit hole.
Thank you. I appreciate
But
it.
you're not my type.
Okay.
Simply because I just feel like for me to be with you, it would be too much. As far as like, you don't want a homebody, so you're gonna probably want to keep up with the Joneses, and me.
I didn't say I didn't want a homebody. I said I don't like someone that just stays in the house. Like if I tell you, oh, I want to go out.
Yeah, what you were just describing, DL, that's happened to her repeatedly. I mean, I would discern, right? Because she's talking about this as if she's been that woman that you just described, right? Wouldn't bring her around my friends or whatever, right? Weren't going to take her seriously, but you do get this piece of validation. And this dude's kind of saying the same thing. He was like, oh, I would smash you. I would bet, but you're not my type, right? To keep.
And get cute and stuff, and you're like, oh, but we can watch this new movie. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, I wouldn't tell you that. See me.
But I'm not saying that I don't, because I'm in the house most of the time.
No problem.
But,
All right, let's go to our other Pop Balloon. Thank you. Okay, let's get your name and age.
My name is John. I'm 27.
And John, what do you do?
I'm an attorney. I also model, and I have a podcast as well.
Look, I know I'm not the fashionista. I'm not really into the style and shit. With that said, I think this dude looks absolutely ridiculous.
For real, bro.
This to me is like the feminizing of men in how he's dressed. I'm not saying he's a feminine man, but then again, how he just spoke there was a little. But yeah, this fucking, I don't even know what to call it. Necklace, collar, this whole outfit. I don't know. Maybe I don't get it.
I mean,
Maybe
I
it's gay.
wouldn't leave the house like that, bro. I wouldn't leave the house like that, but I'm not in the fashion world. If I'm trying to justify how dude looks, I would say, all right, he's here to promote his platform, what
Right.
he's doing, the fashion stuff or whatever. Maybe that was part of the agreement. Y'all got to brand my stuff. I want to see my stuff in the credits. That's the only way I'm going to do it. He comes out because when you're wearing something like that, bro, it's like you're in costume. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
now I
it's-
can see why people like, is this scripted? Because dude look like he just came from wardrobe. Right?
Okay, so why did we end up popping our balloon?
Well, she said she likes a low cut. I think you're very beautiful, by the way. Body's amazing. But she said she likes a low cut, and I have long hair. So, yeah.
Another part that I've thought of in watching a few of these is a lot of the men on here, males, will pop their shit. They'll exit because the woman said something that alludes to the idea that they might get popped. So they sort of preemptively pop themselves. I look at it as sort of an ego protection. The reason I mention this is it seems like a very weak mentality to me. For one thing, they're listening too much of the logic of her words. Oh, she likes clean cut. I am not clean cut. Therefore, she will not like me. And what they're missing here is it wasn't a man who just said it, it was a woman. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times I've noticed, I'm sure you've noticed, women will say something that isn't a lie, but a man will perceive as a lie because she's speaking from a certain modality of, emotionalism. Whereas, for instance, I don't like unkept hair, whatever it is, the non-clean cut on you. But they don't say the on you part. So the other dudes listen to it logically and they're like, oh, she wouldn't like me because I am like that dude. And they miss the fucking point that a lot of times women aren't going to say what we would define as the logical truth because they don't want to, piss off the dude. They don't want to, be in an aggressive, contentious spot a lot of times. And therefore, they'll say something that sounds politically correct. Like, instead of telling the short dude that he's short, they might say what she just said. Oh, I don't like your hairstyle. But it was really that he was short and she didn't like that hairstyle on him. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see. In other words, here's the thing. A woman would say, I don't like that hairstyle, blah, blah, blah. And you're 100% correct. What she means is, I don't like that hairstyle on you. Let that guy walk in the room who's 6'4", 235 pounds, ripped like crazy, just jumped out the Lamborghini with the same hairstyle, with that outfit that dude's wearing. And guess what? She loves that hairstyle now. She loves that outfit. When can we go somewhere in that Lamborghini of yours? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there is nothing wrong with it. It's just that men are a lot of these men, when we're talking about average men, average males, they don't have the discernment. They don't understand. They want women that are like men. Oh, I want her to be logical and honest. And they miss the point that we think differently. We communicate differently. And, this is really, as I would look at it overall, the programming, right? We as a society, we could look at different aspects, but we are being programmed for the uni, right? There's no distinction between men and women. In fact, you can flip-flop, right? Like this sort of mentality.
Yeah.
If men can do it, women should do it. If women can do it, men should do it. Like that type of bullshit, that rhetoric is being pushed hard. So it's no surprise to me that we observe things like this. But this is why I think it's so important to break some of it down for men out there, women out there, right? That you can actually see what's going on beyond the surface. Because if you take this all at face value, I think the review would look very different, right? If you had one of these average men reviewing the stream as we are right now, I think it would come off completely differently.
I've seen women, out there in the trenches who is probably the same weight as this young lady right here. But these are women who are in the gym working out hard or whatever. They like to lift. They like to go hard. They're doing all that. But their body is tight. So you hear that term thick. If I refer to a woman as thick, that's what I mean. Like she's not a petite little whatever. She's not a size 1 woman. You know what I mean? But bro, she's in shape. Like she's fine. She's in shape. She's attractive.
Well,
I'll go out with her. Yeah, she's
right?
healthy.
Healthy, right? And that's where there's a discrepancy because really healthy should be the term. But it turns into, well, how does she look or how does he look? When in fact, there's plenty of men, they're the minority, but there's plenty of men and women who look in good shape, who are very unhealthy. For various reasons. Maybe their genetics allow them to eat fast food all day long and they don't put on fat. You know what I mean? Or they're heavy drinkers, but you don't know. But the point is the body keeps the score. So eventually all things come to an end.
Yeah, and it's on both sides.
If you're unhealthy, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's on both sides. So I don't want people to think that we're beating up on women here. Just she happens to be the woman that comes out. And here's another thing too. These guys are supposed to be picky. She's the one coming out. They have an opportunity to say, you know what? the fact that now they're just now popping the balloons goes to Base's point. They're like, oh, they're trying to preempt her turning them down.
Yeah.
But I mean, if honestly, bro, if these dudes were being 100% honest, if these dudes were, you know, like alpha top tier guys, they all would have popped their balloons as soon as she walked out. They would have popped it, but you know, you could talk to me, but nah, baby. And she would understand. All these guys are the same dudes who would be smashing me at 3 a.m. after they done did what they was doing out there. She would know that. But these guys, you know, these are lower tier men.
Got it. Okay. So you did say the low cut thing, but
Yeah.
is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But is it the hair, like you said earlier, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's the hair, but it's the outfit too.
Okay.
It's giving like Michael Jackson a little bit. But
You know, I was thinking that too. I didn't say it, but I was
Michael
thinking that.
Jackson, bro.
you're cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's like, you're cute, but your
Okay,
outfit
and right
is
over
whack.
here, your name and age.
You know, I bet he would be a good orbiter prospect for her. You know what I mean? Like,
She'll put him out in the friend zone. Every last dude on that stage, she would love to have him in her friend zone.
yeah. She would go out with him. She would let him, you know, go shopping with her, maybe buy her some shit. But it doesn't respect him.
She would never
be
smash.
the-
She'll never let the dude smash. You know, that so many guys are getting to that friend zone just waiting for an opportunity to get out. And I'm like, bro, again, it's a reflection upon that guy. If you're gonna get into the friend zone of a woman who is a Victoria's Secret model, I might be like, you know what? I'm not mad at that strategy, bro. Why not? You know what I mean? She might get weak. You might have a chance to smash that. Oh no, why not? But to be in the friend zone of a woman that's average, or you know, like Kevin Samuels used to say, average at best, what are you doing? That speaks so much to who you are as a dude. Like, bro, and another thing too, if let's get into the real game here, real world, right? I would have popped my balloon as soon as she walked out, right? And here's the thing, backstage later on, she's going to come talk to me, right? How many times have you told a woman no and you can't shake her? Right? If you're gonna run your game, that's the game to do it. Now you got her backstage, the cameras are off. Oh no, baby, I just did that for the camera. You know, I got my platform trying to get up there. Now she's close to you, playing with her. Like, girl, you know, you a little thick right here. I like that. If your game is just to have sex with her, you're 75% of the way there. But at the same time, when it's all said and done, she's gonna realize, like, damn, that's the same dude, like all those other guys that I was attracted to. There's a top tier man that just had sex with me. He won't take me out. He won't hold my hand. He won't, you know, go public with me. But he'll come over here, keep me in his closet, and just bang the hell out of me. You know, and again, there's two ways to look at it. These dudes, I think are just beta, man. They have no confidence. And I mean, this segment should be over. It should be like pop as soon as she came out. Like, how dare you bring her out here to the, you know what I mean? Why you got me in this line? Put me in the line with the hot chicks. Where the strippers at? You know, you put me in the line with the hot girls.
So pragmatically, I mean, for all intents, I tend to agree with you. With that said, right? You know, I think you know my stance is that we have too much smashing going on, anyways.
Right.
We don't need more men smashing. I get it. Men want to, right? Want to have sex. With that said, there's never enough, right? I think that the only real answer, the only good answer sustainably for family, for society, is love. Now, as you and I both know, giving out that love to a woman should be held in a very high level of discernment, right? Shouldn't just give it out. Yet we see thirsty men give it out all the time, get railroaded, you know, pegged for all intents and purposes, right? They just get fucked up because they didn't use good discretion, good discernment. So yeah, I mean, pragmatically, I think you're correct. It's just, I don't even think that is a goal is a good thing, right? The American family is really under attack. It's under attack from the perspective of young men, right? Turning into men. I think that we have an epidemic of males perpetually not turning into men. I mean, that's really what's going on. They're being stunted on one end, and they could say, oh, there's nothing I can do. I grew up poor, you know, the government holding me down, society, me, whatever, lots of excuses. But again, how many things are in your control? So you describe them as, a bunch of beta males. Here's how I would put it is, for the most part, what I've seen on this show, I mean, we didn't even see all these men yet, is men who are purposeless. They are rudderless. And what they're looking to do, it seems, based on their actions, based on their words, is find a woman to put her on a pedestal in order to make her his purpose. And I think that we know in doing that, that is sabotage. You are fucking yourself over. When she realizes that she's become your entire purpose, she's kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? he
it's
he doesn't have a purpose outside of me.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Here's the thing. I think that men are still operating as if we were back in the day. Like they're still operating like we're back in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, or whatever. We're still operating on that Disney fairy tale, right? And women have upgraded, right? And women no longer, they really don't need men. Like we just look at, like they can vote, they can work, they're doing all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you're right. When a guy comes along, like these dudes, I think these dudes are telling the truth. I think any one of these guys would not only want to be with her, but they'd be proud to be with this woman the way she is, not trying to get her to slim down or nothing, right? To your point, they will pedestalize her and do everything. They would become better men for her. But, that doesn't work in today's world, right? It doesn't work in today's world. And it's a shame, right? It's a shame. But because of technology, this young lady, like you said, we could have looked at her Instagram. This young lady is going to have, legions of men all over the globe trying to get at her.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. And that validation is absolutely toxic. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I can compartmentalize. No, you can't. No, you can't. There's proof, there's evidence that you cannot. It's a good thought, it's a good theory, but no.
Yeah.
Justin, I'm 26.
Justin, what do you do?
I'm a data analyst.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Same thing. She said she likes a low cut. I have longer hair, and I don't plan on cutting it anytime soon. So that's why.
So again, what you referred to as beta males, I'm gonna put it like this: men that don't have a firm grounding in themselves. Right. And we could look at that as onlookers and say, oh, they're not confident, right? This sort of thing. But lacking that foundation, to me, what it really means is the last thing you should be doing right now is looking for women. The first thing you should be doing is working on you in ways that you can control.
Yeah. Yeah. That's again, that red pill manosphere, thing is become the best version of yourself. Like women are waiting at the finish line. So if you become the best version of yourself, you cross that finish line, you become you go from being invisible to being visible to most women, then bro, you're going to have your pick of the litter. But if you don't do the work, if you stay where you are, and you're looking to find some woman to validate and pedestalize and basically allow yourself to be used, like, bro, that's on you, man. I cannot feel sorry for you because we're looking at it. It's all right here.
Now, as far as actionable advice, because even if an onlooker were to say, oh, well, that sounds fine, but what do they do, right? What do they do? So these men, for instance, none of them were morbidly obese or anything, right? Didn't look vastly unhealthy. I don't know how healthy they actually are, but I'm guessing, again, based on average men, average women, that they probably are unhealthy in their diets, right, to varying degrees. With that said, that's something they can clean up. Outside of that, what I've noticed, what I believe is one of the big issues, if we're to, make it simple here, is, right, to thy own self be true, understanding yourself. What is actionable advice? I would say, for one thing, alone time. A lot of these men, and I don't know, again, particularly, I don't know their life circumstances, how could I? But the reflections that we're seeing, I would say, hey, you could use some significant alone time. You've been looking at yourself as reflections of others for far too long. Your friends, your family, social media, all these different varying reflections telling you who you are, but you don't actually know who you are. So trying to live up to the kind of standards of others. And I think that we sort of see that in some of the, what we were just talking about. Are you doing this style for you? Is it really for you? Or is it for someone else, right? Like, I want to look like so-and-so. I want to emulate, this style because it's trending type shit.
I mean, when you're looking at fashion, you're looking at just being social and, that when in Rome, do as the Romans type shit. I don't have a problem with that. But at your core, like, no matter what you wear or what style you embrace, you can't get away from you. A lot of people will put on a gangster look and then they're try to act like a gangster. Like, bro, you ain't hood like that. So a lot of guys, you might have some gangster dudes who put on a tuxedo and try to act like a refined gentleman, but that's not you. At some point, it's not going to take long for a woman to discern who you really are. So this is why, and I agree with Base on this, you got to do the work as a man. Like, do the work internally. And then it doesn't matter what you're wearing. Like, I wear so many different styles. Like, when I'm at home, I'm just doing whatever. But when I go outside, I'm constantly being complimented. I've had people approach me like, are you a fashion consultant? Like, nah, I'm a retired air traffic controller. Dudes, like, they just want, can you take me shopping? Like, that sounds gay. I don't take them shopping. You know what I mean?
I know a Diddy dude that might, well, not anymore.
Hey, look, exactly. See how that worked out for Diddy. So, but I mean, I got where I understood where they were coming from. They're like, hey, can you coach me up and stuff like that? I've had guys ask me like, what's my style? I'm like, I can't tell you what your style is. Whatever your style is has to come from you because you have to be the one comfortable enough to wear it. That dude wearing that black and white outfit or whatever, bro, he was comfortable wearing it. So, hey, man, go ahead, do you. And I bet you he can probably get a woman if he has a little bit of game. A lot of women are going to laugh at him, but you only need one. So he just go through 100 of them. He wound up with the one and he's good. So, I don't have a problem with guys experimenting with fashion, but you have to know who you are. Like, to your point, to thine own self be true. Or like Sun Tzu says, know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you're lost. It's a wrap. Just stay in the house. Don't even come outside if you don't know yourself.
Yeah, definitely don't go looking for women to lead when you don't know who the fuck you are or where you're going. Right? And I've been guilty. I think we all have, especially the further back I go and, people go, assuming you've gotten better, understand yourself, the world more over time, right? As a 21-year-old, I really had no business leading women looking back. But I did, right? For the same reasons these dudes are looking.
I popped my balloon.
Okay, got it. But is she someone that's your type apart from her saying that?
Yeah, I think she's very pretty. I think she's very pretty.
Okay, got it. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's really cute.
Even with the hair?
Yeah, even with the hair, probably the nose ring, but he's cute. He's cute. He's cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, over here, your name and age.
Matthew, I'm 26.
And Matthew, what do you do?
So I work in tech as an inventory manager, and then I DJ and fitness model on the side.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I have very long hair, and I'm not going to cut it anytime soon. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Who's the fitness model,
Okay.
bro? He's not
And now,
talking
is he
about her
someone
body
that's your
type.
type?
No. But
Right, yeah. Well, I mean,
He's a fitness model. If anything, he say, hey, I can give you 1 month free, training or something like that. I mean, just say something like, I think you could, like, baby, you real close. I think if we worked out hard for a month, we can, we could get you where you want to be. None of these dudes are saying that shit. That's what's blowing my mind. Like, bro, she has a few extra
Honesty.
pounds. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're to really get down to it, at this point and on this trajectory, it would appear, without knowing her whole history, her whole life, knowing her diet, what she does every day, but just looking, right, using our eyes, our discretion, would she be a good mother when, you're lacking self-control, you're not prioritizing your health? How would that be a good example to reproduce? It isn't. But it's norm, it's acceptable.
Right.
you're really handsome.
Thank you.
Just no. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then over here, your name and age.
So my name is Sylvester. I'm 26.
Sylvester, what do you do?
I'm in government contracting, so I own an intermediation business. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sam.gov.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So she says she likes long hair. I respect that. I have long hair, so
Mhm.
I just want
Yeah.
to give you what you respect, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have long hair.
Right, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, no, we got long hair.
It's okay.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
He's really cute. I like the jacket. Really like the outfit.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
But yeah, it's cool.
Cool. Okay.
Damn,
And over
bro,
here, you're
he
naming
look-
names.
he look like a refined gangster, bro. He look like he's straight out of the streets, man. But Sam.gov, I ain't mad at him. He's out there being an entrepreneur. That's good stuff. But I'm noticing that she said that every dude there is attractive. She said that she said every guy is attractive. It's women look for reasons to disqualify, and then when they disqualify the guy, they start to backpedal and look for reasons to requalify him. It's the funniest thing.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, we do see a bit of that, and I see it vice versa too. When you say women do it, we're seeing men do the same shit, and it's really, in some regards, men emulating women who are sort of emulating men in different. It's a bunch of fuckery, really. Like, people lost. They're just fucking lost. They don't know what they want. The men aren't willing to lead. They don't know what it means to lead. And I get it. A lot of them probably did not have good leadership growing up. You know, it is what it is. I didn't have very good leadership growing up. I think I had pretty bad leadership in, you know, probably more than not, you know, leading by example and such. But with that said, you hit 18, 20, 30, right? You're definitely technically an adult. You're a man, quote unquote. You must figure it out. And when I say must, I mean, you don't have to, but you're going to suffer consequences. So you can either suffer the pain of figuring shit the fuck out, or you can suffer pain of not figuring it out and continuing to go down sort of unfulfilling, you know, pathways, right?
Yeah. You know, this, yeah. I'm just, this just
Like,
blows my mind.
why am I such a loser? Oh, it's because the world is fucked up. No, it's because you haven't bothered to work on the things that you can. You haven't bothered.
I'm with you on that, but I'm looking at what we have in front of us right here with this particular show. Like, I've never watched, this is the most I've ever watched of this, by the way. So thanks for that, Base. So I'm sitting here. Here's a woman that would probably be one of the women out there on TikTok or on Instagram saying there are no good men. I can't find any good men. I'm lonely. I'm alone. I'm crying. I got cats. And here she is. Every dude up here has been like an entrepreneur, or it sounds like he has a good job. They're all well spoken. They're all well dressed. And she's like, no, none of y'all. That's the problem. When you scale that out, that's what's going on today. All these women are saying that the average guy is not good enough. And then she ends up alone because her beauty has faded. She's gained more weight. She can't compete. At some point, 10 years from now, this woman would not be able to compete with her younger self. Her younger self, let alone all the other women. Right?
Well, yeah, hold on. When you say that, look, if all things were to remain the same, if her trajectory continues on, I agree with you. However, if she were to make, I don't even know if idealistic is quite the word, but if she were to make positive changes for her health and, you know, who she is, how she operates, she could be of higher value. Now, I get it. You could argue, well, youth, beauty, innocence, right? There's a lot of variables packed in there, but I'm just saying, I do want to make clear that women aren't necessarily just doomed with time. Like, oh, you're 5 years older, your older self was better. But when they continue to be the person their older self was, then you're absolutely correct, right? Keep going down that pathway. Time is not your friend, right? It's only your friend when you do the right things.
Exactly. Even look at Jennifer Lopez, bro. Jennifer Lopez today cannot compete with Jennifer Lopez from In Living Color. And that's all I'm saying. And she's still, I mean, very attractive. She's more successful. She's still pretty. But it just, what men look for across the board is youth and beauty. And as you age out, ladies, I hate to say it, it was the same thing for men. But it takes us longer to get there. You know, you look at Sean Connery, you look at Idris Elba, you look at all these guys. There are guys who are like almost 70 years old being named the most handsome man on the planet, most sexiest man on the planet, stuff like that. So it's different for men. And again, to your point, Yeah, and women are like, well, I can be just like men. No, you can't. And men can't be just like women. So you got to accept that up front.
Yeah, look, our differences are distinguishably differences, right? They are important. They're reality. They should be accepted. And what society, the programming is attempting to do is sort of, fight the wind, fight the current. We're all unis. And this mentality is absolutely cancerous. It's corruptive. And it's not real. But nonetheless, it is happening. And therefore, I think it's important to point it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
My name's Datrin. I'm 27.
And what do you do?
I work for Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, and I also own my own tax business.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So she's very beautiful. The thing was the homebody thing. I don't know. I'm split between that, but also you said you didn't like his outfit. I like his outfit, and I like to explore fashion.
Oh my God. I just... You pop... This is some petty male behavior. Oh, you told him you didn't like his outfit, and I like his outfit. What the fuck? Are you serious? Like that?
Men are being raised to move like females. And this is and females hate it. But men are being raised to move like there's no I would never even think to say something like that.
That's wild.
Well, the homebody thing.
I told you dudes want to date dudes. I'm telling you. These dudes on here, they're like, oh, I'm looking for a nice woman. No, you're not. You're looking for a man. Right? Why don't you go hit on him? You liked his outfit.
He just did. That's my whole point. He just hit on dude. I mean, dude, if I was the guy wearing the sassy outfit, I'd have been screaming pause. As soon as he said it, I'd have been like, pause. You know what I mean? Like I like his outfit. I might want to go and
I might want to get inside.
Yeah. Man. Jesus, come on now. Hey, Diddy.
And so if I come out with something and you don't like it, come out with another outfit you don't like it, I like my woman to, like me and hype me up. So it's kind of,
Yo, this is some bullshit. Let's get real here. If I'm, dating, whatever, a woman, I don't give a fuck if she doesn't like my outfit. You don't like my outfit? Okay. Oh, I don't like what you're wearing. Okay. You want to just go home? You want to go do your thing? Why don't you go find some dude you like his outfit? Right? I'm not gonna this acquiescent. Oh, you don't like his and I like his and I'm not confident that you're gonna like what I wear. What kind of bitch behavior is this? And I don't mean woman by that. I mean bitch ass male behavior. This thought process. You good with yourself, but you that insecure, that inconfident. Oh, what if she doesn't like my outfit? Who gives a fuck? So what?
And another thing too, man, dude's talking about he wants to get into the fashion world. I can't tell by what he's wearing. Like, bro, you're not put together. Like, women want men who are put together. It doesn't matter what your style is, just so they know that you can, go out and look good. Guys ask me all the time, well, how do I know if, I'm there fashion wise? How will I know? I'm like, dude, when you walk into a spot, do strange women walk up to you and compliment your outfit? No. And I was like, well, that's one indicator right there. I'm like, dude, you over here talking to me. I don't know you. You came over here talking to me about what? The way I'm put together, right? My fashion sense. Well, yeah. I'm like, so, there you go. Keep trying until strangers come up to you and start complimenting your outfit. And here's another thing too. If this were like the late 50s, early 60s, all these dudes will be wearing suits, tailored suits with a nice string tie.
That's probably correct. And look, again, pragmatically, I agree with what you just said. But again, in the sense of self, right? Understanding you, being confident in you due to that understanding, that reflection that you're regarding, here's how I put it. I'm going to give you a quick example. So I've put less effort in how I appear to the world over the last couple years than certainly prior to that. The last 10 years, I would care more. I had more name brand shit, fashion-ish type, attire. Now I give a fuck a whole lot less. With that said, just going out and about, whatever, grocery store, going out to a restaurant, whatever it is, I probably, not even probably, I definitely have been approached, hit on, or if I was the one doing it, more receptive than ever before. Yet here I am, older and less caring about what anyone else thinks, less looking for that reflection, and more just like, yo, if I want to wear a hoodie, if I don't want to wear my, expensive, I don't care. And I think that confidence that just is more important than the reflection. So what I wanted to get to is the reflection that you're describing, right? Well, what do people say when you go out? To me, that should be at most second place. It has to be you first, right? Because that reflection is often distorted. There's plenty of people who, you could get attention from. Let's say that you wear some suit that you think, I don't know, purple suit, whatever. It's Rick James, I don't know. And you get all sorts of attention. You're probably going to have, people coming up to you saying, like you're describing, oh, I really like that. You're into fashion. And here's the thing. They don't necessarily like the outfit. I'm not saying that none of them do, but I'm saying in some terms, it could just be that shit is wild. I want to go, see what it's about. And I'm going to start off with a compliment. So I'm not saying that people are trying to deceive you. I'm just saying that a lot of times they don't even know what the fuck they're thinking. So if you put that on the pedestal, well, let's make the standard how many people approach me based on what I'm wearing. You're likely to be deceived. Do you see what I mean? Even people telling you, "Oh, this is good. This is what's up." It doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means. So if you now garner confidence from that confidence is on sort of a shitty foundation because it's in the eyes of other people. And again, I'm not saying it has no value. This is not I'm not creating a false dichotomy. I'm just saying that I think that should be at most secondary. You're confident in yourself. Hey, I know that nobody wears this shit. And, it's likely a lot of people won't like it, but I really like this shit. This is really me. This is me. Then it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. And ironically, you'll probably get more of the positive attention that you're really looking for just because of that sort of, I don't want to get woo-woo, but energy, vibe, whatever. Oh, he's confident. I don't know why. He got on, ratty jeans and sweatshirt or whatever, but he's super confident. I'd rather, one person like it, but it's the right person. You know what I mean? Just like me based on what I'm wearing, then a whole crowd who's like, oh man, where'd you get that? What your style? This type of shit.
I get where you're coming from. And when I'm on platforms like this or my platform, when I'm on YouTube, when I make these statements, I'm coming from the space of the sexual marketplace. So a lot of guys are trying to figure out, how can I get female attention? Mm-hmm. And a lot of what you're saying is true. It doesn't matter what I wear. If I go somewhere, I'm going to be able to talk to who I want to talk to. I'm going to move the way I want to move. Or if I'm wearing this, if I'm wearing a t-shirt, if I'm wearing a tuxedo, it doesn't really matter because of who I am. Now, having said that, if I'm out there, if I go to a lounge or if I go to a nice restaurant, if I'm in Manhattan somewhere, right? And I'm going out, I will get complimented on the way I dress. Even in New York, where everyone wears suits, like people, especially when you uptown like that, people dress a certain way. I'll still get a compliment. It might be the cologne I'm wearing. It might be the hat that I'm wearing. But to your point, they really don't give a shit about what I'm wearing. It's an excuse to come over and talk to me. There's something that they see.
Right.
To your point. So there's the confidence. You walk with confidence. If I can dress you identically in the same outfit that I'm wearing, but if you're walking with your head down and you're not walking with any pep in your step and you're kind of jumpy, they ain't coming over to talk to you.
Your body language, your posture, right? You're all a lot of the dudes are like slouched over, talking weak. They're just, it's just weakness permeating from their body language, everything, right? Voice.
Yeah, so I agree with you, but I just wanted to throw that in there.
Sure.
Yeah, the confidence is key. The number one thing is confidence. And I think in everything you do in life. I mean, if you're, how far are you going to go with your corporation or your business or whatever if you're not confident? You're not going to go very far, right? But the other stuff is just going to help you out if you're trying to, like you said, I'm at a point now where I'm not smashing like I used to. When I was your age, and yeah, I'm old, y'all. I'm in my 50s. So when I was younger, yeah, I was out there doing damage. I was having a good time, but now I'm real picky. And I noticed, and I think Base will agree, the pickier I became, the more women came my way. It's the funniest thing. It's just like, damn, I'm like, get away from me.
Well, let's break that down real quick. What is that? That's having a higher standard.
Yep.
And I also think it's a reflection, at least in terms of my own experience, to the respect for myself, right? Which is not just a feeling, oh, you know what? I really respect no. It's the things that you do, right? The things that you do to be able to respect yourself, right? And therefore, raising your standards, because I could align with what you're saying. Now, I'm in my late 30s, but nonetheless, we're not so far apart, you know, like 12 years, whatever the case. And that's pretty much the time that I'm on. So what you're saying, I can align with very much. I've had a similar experience.
Yeah, I wish I was at your age. I wish I had this new way of thinking. I would be in a whole less lot of bullshit. But anyway,
if I could go back 10 years, 15, yeah, no, I feel you.
No, I don't know. I just feel like that would knock my confidence down. So
that will knock my confidence down.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, now is he someone that's your type?
No,
Okay, why not?
He just turned her
I
off.
mean-
He just turned her off. That's that's why. She was okay with that guy until he opened his mouth and said that stuff. And I say this to dudes all the time. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Everything he said was so unattractive. She's like, oh, he looks like everybody else on the stage. He's probably the police. That's gonna hurt him. But like, he's got a good job.
That's true.
But he said all these things. He dried her up so fast. And now she's like, stay away from me, weirdo. And you see how fast she came out, guys, when she was like, no, he's not my type at all. Why not? He was like everybody else.
Probably where we're coming a little bit different is you might look at it from the purview of he's not going to be able to smash now. I'm looking at it a little bit different, well, a lot of bit differently in some terms, but that's still involved, right? Do you, are you able to attract genuine desire, right? Like, and to your point, he has pushed that away by being honest. I think he's being honest, but that honesty is showing his lack of self-confidence, right? He just outed himself.
Bro, she is looking at this guy. Women understand what's going on. They're super in tune. And she's looking at this dude like he's into dudes. That's what she's looking at.
I've been telling you, these dudes are into dudes.
That guy in particular, like, yo, he just hit on the guy with the goofy outfit on, right? He just said his last words were, that would hurt my confidence. Who? Don't ever say that. If you're a man out there, don't ever talking to a woman. Don't ever tell her something's going to hurt your confidence. Don't ever say that.
And here's the thing. You're saying don't ever say that. And I get it, but he was being honest. He said what was on his mind, so to speak. So let's say that you tell this dude, you say, hey, keep being you, but don't ever say that. Do you see what I'm saying? He didn't actually change anything about him. He's sort of gaming it. He's like, oh, okay, I should be the man that I am. It's just that I shouldn't say that. Whereas I'm coming from the angle that you saying it isn't bad. It's just a sign that you shouldn't be fucking dating. You don't need a woman. You need to find you right now.
Yeah, you should be taking out the game, bro. Like you should be on the bench, bro. Like,
Sure.
matter of fact, you're on the traveling team. Like, you got to go practice. Like, you're not ready for this game.
Right.
And Uncle Guns is asking, like, can confidence and swag be taught? No, I don't think it can be. It cannot be.
It must be earned. Well, I don't know about the swag part, but confidence, right? You need to self-earn it, right? It's through what you do. And a lot of times I think that it will come from failing at whatever it is, but learning the correct lessons. And unfortunately for these dudes, men and women on here, I think a lot of them learn the wrong lessons. Like, for instance, oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that you think that, and therefore you said it. So the problem is actually an internal you It's not you communicate. I get it pragmatically on the surface. Sure, shouldn't have said that. That's not going to work towards getting the woman, getting the lay, whatever. But my point is to be the good man, to be your best version of you. You saying that is just a sign that you're fucked up. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, bro, like you can look at her when she was asked, is he your type? She was like, no. I mean, she was thoroughly disgusted with this guy. When she first walked up, when they first started the conversation asking why, she didn't have that look about her. But after the dude got to talking, she's like, oh my God, I'm completely disgusted with this dude.
Yeah.
And as far as
that's
confidence,
a sign. That's a reflection.
That's a reflection. And as far as confidence, you got to go out there and accomplish shit. You got to go out there and do things. You got to put a dent in the universe. And once you do that, it could be something as small as working hard to get, a Honda Accord. Let's say you want to get a Honda Accord. A lot of people are like, man, that ain't no kind of car, whatever. But you know what?
I've had 4 of them.
Hey, it's a good
3
car.
brand new.
Hey, bro, it's great cars.
I ran through Accords anyway.
You ran through Accords like you ran through chicks. But here's the thing: if you set a goal and accomplish the goal, and then you set another goal and you accomplish that, and you continue to do that, your confidence rises with that. Some person, some woman, or anybody will come up to you and talk crazy. You won't even hear them. Like when I joined the United States Army, I was already confident, but I joined the Army. My goal was to be a paratrooper. Once I completed airborne school, once I got to my unit, once I got on a jump slot and everything, you couldn't tell me shit. I mean, it's to the point where, we were super confident to our detriment. Like we wouldn't even let people talk. Like, bro, why are you over here breathing our air, man? Go away. Like we wouldn't even talk to you. Like we were on that hardcore. That sticks with you. Like most of the Marines I know are real confident. Why? Because it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I think there's some ego inflation in there. And I mean, look, you brought up Marines. We definitely were like, oh, these fucking pogues and, non-infantry. There was definitely, even within our Marine Corps, we were assholes. I mean, for real. With that said, I don't disagree with you that you have to go into the world and do shit, bringing up, for instance, military, whatever, making money, goal of a car, whatever it is.
Yeah.
However,
making a team, playing for your D3 college team and starting. I mean, just whatever it is.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. However, I think that probably more important, but not to say it's one or the other, it's both. But probably what should come first, what would be conducive to come first, is the internal. For instance, I'm going to bring up one example here. Discipline, right? A lot of people, I think, believe that they're disciplined, in ways, but being able to turn down instant gratification in different ways, right? We talk about food, exercise, right? Those are 2, but there's many others. For young men or men in general, how about this? I'm gonna try to put this nicely. Not jerking off all day long. Right? I mean, for instance, and I mean this dead serious, they're softening themselves. I mean, literally, but I'm saying mentally, right? Taking the edge off, right? Not to bring up edging, but I'm just saying these types of things. Being able to cut off or significantly decrease cigarettes, alcohol, whatever the case, these things to become a better version of yourself internally. So again, I don't disagree with what you're saying, the world and some of it, superficial, pragmatic, getting a car, new car, whatever the case, what we've done military. I mean, that's all good. But I'm just saying, think about it. When we were in the military, right, we had different experience, but probably very similar. And in a sense, we didn't have to be that disciplined per se. We were sort of forced to. You don't want to go to the brig. The brig going to be worse than prison.
Yeah.
You
don't
want to go,
guys.
Yeah. It's a worse kind of jail. Yeah. I mean, I never went. Had a couple buddies that did a little time in the brig, but
I know some guys that went to the stockade, which is the Army's version of the brig, and they got caught doing some bad things, and it was worse than prison. Like a military jail.
We weren't even doing bad things. We were just hazing a little bit, and when we got in, hazing was cool, but then it was like no blood striping, no punching the boots in the face. And we're like, what the fuck, you know?
Damn. Yeah, it's Marine Corps shit. But the confidence thing is so important. A lot of these guys who are doing the work, you know, I tell the dudes all the time, like, if your mission is to get sex, it's not that difficult. And this is what Base is talking about. Like, bro, it really isn't that hard. But there's so many guys out there who struggle with this. Once they get to the point where they've done the work and now women are beginning to see them, the lower tier women, like this chick right here, nothing against her, but you got women, like the average woman is now talking to you. You're starting to get your opportunity, you know, you get to smash, you're having sex. These dudes, first of all, they get excited because they're having sex, and then they get mad when they realize how easy it is. And a lot of the guys will stay at that level. It's like, okay, I got me a 5, I'm gonna stay at a 5. And it's like, you might want to push yourself. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get that top tier girl. And it's like, you got more work to do.
Yeah.
Because if your confidence is so low that you need to be the guy to believe I can do anything.
And here's what I'll say is, in different ways, men and women are both delusional, and we're just talking broadly, generally. And if you're an average man, you deserve an average woman. If you're an average woman, you deserve an average man. The average is fucking garbage. The average is garbage. And then people are like, oh, why are you so mean? Do I need to bring it up again? Cigarettes, alcohol, eating toxic food all day long, not exercising, no discipline.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, in
being a
America,
whore, being a homemaker. All these things go into it.
And that's another thing too, man. I don't believe in homemakers. I don't believe in that concept. Women are responsible for securing sex. They're gatekeepers to sex. So I got to put that on them.
Women are responsible for what they do. Men are responsible for what they do. In terms of society, in terms of historically, genetically, biologically, men have always been the leaders. If men stopped, turning out women, it would affect them. If they forget about sex, let's not even talk about sex. If men stopped gratifying women on social media to the degree that we are as a society, you would necessarily see a change in women. You would.
You absolutely would. If these dudes didn't gratify this girl on this show that we're watching here right now, this would be a different show. If the dudes came on there, this would be a different show, bro. If it would be a show at all.
100%.
So I'm with you on that. But, you know, the homemaker thing, I'm like,
no. Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah. He just seems like he's very combative. So, yeah.
Where did she get that from?
This dude seemed combative?
Where did she get that from, bro?
What the fuck?
She's trying to be nice. Like, he's soft. She doesn't want to call him a bitch. Like, this dude sound like a bitch. She's more of a woman than I am. That's what she wants to say.
Yeah. I that was mind blowing. And this seems like some more gender reversal. I don't know. Do women not want men that are combative? I think they do. I mean, not towards them, right? Not petty, right? We could get into it, but I'm saying, really, I think that it's more so men don't want women that are combative. So
top tier guys, the confident men aren't going to deal with a combative woman. But the low tier dudes will take that combative woman. In fact, that's all they deal with.
They'll take what they can get.
And this is why they get the results that they get.
And they're
these
thirsty.
women are leaving. Yeah, oh my God. All these dudes right here. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, again, I understand if you're just trying to smash, I get it. But they're going about it all wrong. You know, as soon as she walked out, every dude, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Huh?
Yeah. No, it's too much. It's really, yeah.
I'm like,
You have a unpop balloon down there. Let's head on over. All right, if we can have your name and age.
My name is Jared. I'm 27.
And Jared, what do you do?
I'm a corporate compliance analyst for a global insurance.
Yeah, he a little short, and they're always wearing, like 4-inch heels on here, but
yeah, he's too short.
But look, height not everything. There's little dudes who have shorter guys who have they're very good with themselves, right? And that reflection is seen amongst other men with women. Is this guy one of them? Probably not.
He doesn't have that vibe, bro. He hasn't had the game.
So you do have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
I like to take the time to hear people out. I ain't gonna lie. The homebody thing, it shook me up at first, but you expounded.
It shook me up. Look, I don't want to, be like, oh, the word, but it shook you up. The fuck is wrong with you? What do you mean it shook you up?
I'm not sure what he means by that. I think if
I know what he means.
what he should have said is like, I want a clarification.
He means that his knees are weak and wobbly. Oh, she might not like me.
Yeah.
You would just like somebody that has some duality, which I can appreciate. The hair comment, still a 50-50. I don't know if my hair too long for you or not. I do cut.
Weak male behavior. And this real. This is as real as it gets, unfortunately. Oh, I'm shook up about the comment about homebody. I'm feeling a little uneasy about your comment about men's hair. Where is your confidence in you? Why are you so worried about the words that she said, knowing what this is? You're on a show, multiple men. You're dealing with a woman who's going to communicate like a woman in general, right? And you're all caught up on the nuance. Oh, she might not like me.
Yeah, this strikes me as a dude who will never approach a woman. This is a dude who sits back and waits for his crew to bring women to him, or like to the, back to the group. So, you have a group of guys go out. There's one guy to go out and source the women to bring them back. He's one of the dudes who's going to sit back and wait for his buddy to bring the girls back, or rely on family, friends, church. Dude probably goes to church. It's probably like, relying on society and community to help him get on with the woman. And which is okay, cool. If that's your angle, that's fine. But this dude, I mean, he just comes off. He seems soft, right? He's uncomfortable. Yeah, he's uncomfortable, and he's
with
not
himself, by the way,
with
and
himself,
therefore
yeah.
others.
Yeah. So this guy, again, back once upon a time, back in the 70s and 80s, this dude would get a woman. He would wind up with a woman. Everyone got a woman because the women realized, if I don't get somebody, I'm going to be left out, because it was only like your city, your neighborhood, your city, your state. So it was like a region, but we didn't have access to the rest of the world. Dudes hitting you up like, hey, let me fly you out here to Milan.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's more attention, right? Like there's a scale, right? You can reach the masses. However, what is that more attention led to? Less quality of attention. So the attention that women are getting, in this term like social media, is a lower quality attention. In essence, trading off the attention of one good man, not that there's many good men, but one good man, I'm going to trade it off for the cheap attention, right? Likes and comments and DMs and whatever the fuck, that is a lower quality. So it's really a trade-off. And I mean, we could get into, we're not going to, but the power of the internet and the scale, what it has done, it has enabled people to, utilize this power of reach to their detriment, right? We've shown, society has shown, it can't handle that power. Look what happens. We see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the waves be on swim, but
You love waves.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, I'm just
Trying to hear more.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. So is he someone that's your type?
He's really cute. I like his hair. I like the earrings, the beard, and everything. Again, the whole body thing. I just like someone who likes to live life. Like, I want to live life. But yeah,
Okay.
That
We
was
ended
his
up popping in
final
the end.
straw.
he's trying to
'Cause
humble
I just
me.
said no, it's not even that. I just said I respect the whole homebody thing. Like, I'm not really a homebody. Like, when I'm to myself, I chill. But if my shorty want to go do something, we gonna go do something. So, but the fact
Listen, the frame. If the woman that I like wants to do something, I will do whatever she wants. He didn't say all that, but that's kind of what he's saying.
Agreed.
Oh, I will change everything about me for her, type of deal. So you're not even leading yourself, and you want to lead her? Interesting.
that I felt like she was so hung up on the homebody thing, I didn't want that to be a point of negation or anything.
Okay, I got it. All right. Well, thank you. Let's head on back.
Wow.
So that's
All
everybody.
right, well, that
I
is
think,
all
yeah.
of the balloons
Yeah.
popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, guys. I'll take this. Thank you.
Get the stepping.
So if anyone didn't hear what we said, which is pretty much everyone, I don't mean here, I just mean in general that watches this show, you probably got a lot of the wrong lessons out of this shit, right? Like, dudes got the wrong lessons, women got the wrong lessons. It just is what it is.
I mean, and this is entertainment. So it's supposed to be entertainment, but
Yeah, sure.
people are moving like this in real life. So this isn't so far removed from what's going on out here in these trenches today. I see it whenever I go out. Like if I go hang out, I'm going to network or whatever, I see it wherever I go. And I'm here to tell you, women are looking for men beyond the sex. We're not just talking about women are looking for men to engage in long-term relationships with. They want that. The problem is there's not enough of those guys out there. Women, they'll sit down and like these dudes right here, this shit they were talking. And to Base's point, when you ask a woman, do you look for male leadership? Of course they're going to say no. When the cameras are on, you got a bunch of people around, their girlfriends are around. Of course they're going to say no. But if you're one-on-one, just sitting there and chopping it up, talking to a woman, and you pose that question, she's going to say, yeah, I do want a man that I feel safe with. I want a man that I know is going to protect me. I want a man that knows what we're doing, right? That's the same thing. I'm looking for someone I'm looking for a leader.
Right.
I'm looking for a leader. So, and go ahead.
Someone to give her love, but not just the emotional love, that cheap love that's all over the place, right? These dudes could easily be in love with her after, months or whatever the case, right? If they were, they're getting the, so, having real love. And the problem is very obvious that if men aren't loving, if they aren't doing what's good for them, they aren't putting a purpose, they aren't finding their purpose with life, right? Greater good, and doing the actions that enable them to actually love, the woman, she's going to feel that. She's going to know that it's not going to work out. Lauren, what is love anyways? Okay, I'll give you one example here. Man that dies for woman. This has happened many, many, many times, right? What have we had, like 100 billion people on Earth? I don't know how many millions of men have died for women, right? For their wives or girlfriend or whatever. But if that isn't love, I don't know what the fuck is.
I mean, love is a feeling, bro. And everyone know what we talk about. It's just, if you allow yourself to fall for the wrong person, it's shitty. Men and women go through this. It's just the bottom line. So many women, even they don't want to admit this, again, in front of the camera, but when the cameras are off, they'll tell you, like, yeah, I need to stop going after these bad dudes. I need to stop going after these dudes that I know don't want me.
Well,
but they'll allow themselves to fall for that guy.
You know what I think it is in a nutshell? I mean, I'm sure there's lots of reasons, like everything, but in a nutshell, a lot of those dudes, right, the bad guy, whatever, even though they're, let's just say bad, right, maybe evil, many times they're more true to themselves in a sense. They're more, they have more of a foundation, right? They're willing to lead, just not in good ways. And women are like, just they show their actions, many of them. Well, I rather him for these traits that I admire, even though it's twisted and fucked up, than the nice guy who doesn't even, respect himself, right? So that's what it seems to me, is that, the bad guy, these bad whatever, they have, what the women are looking for. And, they want the all-in-one. They want the good guy who also has those foundational qualities. It's just that, like you said, it's very rare.
It's rare. And what Lauren's saying there about being betrayed, here's the thing. Throughout history, there have been women who were with these top tier guys, and the man absolutely loves them, will die for them, provides for them, or whatever, but he still wants to go out there and smash the other chicks. My problem with that is the guys who lie about it. I tell dudes all the time, if you're going to go out there and do it, tell the truth and allow her to agree to it, and then you're good to go. But so many dudes lie about that. And then women will get caught up in that situation. Then she's like, all men cheat. All these dudes are cheating, bro. I'm telling you right now, them dudes we just watched on that show, Popping Balloons, I don't think none of them dudes are cheat. I don't think those guys can even get to a position where they can get more than one woman that's going to take them serious and actually be with them and shit like that. These guys are so focused on pedestalizing a woman, they ain't got time to focus on no one else. It takes a lot of energy to run a rotation. So women who get caught up with these guys, because women, y'all got to realize, top tier dudes who have options, a lot of those guys are going to exercise those options. if you going after a top tier dude, and if he lies to you, I get it, that sucks. But those other dudes, the bottom 80% of guys out there, that dude who pedestals, those dudes you got in your friend zone, they will probably not cheat on you. Not because they don't want to, it's because they can't, right? They just don't have the options. And they're happy to be with you. So it's just
Yeah, and their happiness depends on being with you.
yes.
Right. So, I mean, there's a lot going on, but I generally agree with what, you're describing. I mean, that is reality.
Right. So, and they're broke dudes out there. They're broke dudes out there who can cheat though. They got game, but you got to look out for them dudes. But go ahead.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
The same dudes. They don't bring in no other people. This is crazy. We got the same dudes.
Welcome in. What's your name?
Hey.
So-
Brianna. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Wait. All right. She got body. See how excited I got just because she ain't fat?
Yeah, she may be healthy, right? I mean, at least she's not overweight. But look, even her, right? We could look at her and say, oh, she's in shape, right? She has a good figure, however you want to put that. That doesn't mean that she is actually healthy. But when we're looking for the first time, we don't really go that deep with it. It's not like, oh, is she healthy? Most men aren't thinking like this. Does she look good? Right? So, I mean, to your point, yeah, she's not overweight. Does that mean that she isn't, for instance, going to be 100 pounds bigger in 10 years? No, it doesn't mean that. Who knows what her diet's like? Who knows what her exercise is like? And these are things that I look at. I don't think most men do.
No, they don't. Most men just like, yo, she got a fat ass. She ain't obese.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
cute. It's on. I mean, these dudes right now, all of them, I said it outwardly. Inwardly, all those dudes holding those balloons was like, oh, ain't nobody popping no damn balloons. I guarantee she's gonna be popping their balloons. She's gonna be popping their balloons. They ain't gonna pop hers. Pop it on their own. It is what it is. Men look for sexy women. That's what men look for. And a lot of people are like, man, that's just so shallow. It is what it is, yo. It's just
I mean, but sexual attraction, right? So sure. Yeah.
now when you get to the higher tier men, those are the dudes who will cut you loose. Now the higher tier guys, like as a top tier dude, yeah, definitely will smash her, no problem. Go out with her, let her link her arm with mine, introduce her to people because she's sexy. But right, I won't commit to her if she's not what I'm looking for. That's the difference between men and women. Women, I think they underestimate the sex thing. And basically saying like, yeah, man, we gotta, men work on that. Bro, that's a tough one right there. That's a tough one.
Guys.
Brianna, how old?
See, I wish we could look at her Insta, but whatever. Maybe in the future I'll figure it out.
What are you?
I'm 22.
And what do you do?
I'm an actress, video vixen, model.
Okay, so 22, actress, video vixen. Look at her face, whatever this girl name is.
Video
vixen.
I'm working.
Doesn't sound like a good thing,
She is twerking.
Interesting.
Now, what are some things I could do for fun?
For fun, I love to travel.
Okay.
I like athletic stuff.
When are we going to get a woman that doesn't say, I love to travel? I don't know if there's ever been a woman on here or on a dating show that doesn't say she loves to travel.
My thing is, when women say that I love to travel, I ask if they have a passport. I love to travel. Do you have a passport? Right? And I'm telling you, bro, like I would say maybe 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 don't. And the ones who do have a passport is like, oh, so where have you been? And they haven't been anywhere. So they would love someone to take them places.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, sure. The ability to actually doing it, right? Vacations, this sort of thing. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, although I don't know specifically what she means. I like to travel to different countries every weekend. I mean, I don't know what that really means, but I guess she's just saying she likes to travel.
I bet you she's a dancer.
Stuff like
Yeah, probably. Video vixen.
swimming or working out. I like cooking. Cooking together. That's fun
Okay.
to me.
Nice.
I like anything really, anything spontaneous.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like look for in a man?
I want my man to just be for me, but also
I want him to be friendly, like with my friends too. I don't mean friendly like that, but like, just take care of both of us.
Okay.
What the fuck? Take care of both of us? You're gonna take care of your friends and you?
When we go out, I want you to pay for me and all my friends.
Yeah.
That's what she just said. That's
You
what she
got it.
just said.
Right.
I had a lot of issues with that. I also want my man to.
Okay, I had a lot of issues with that. So saying that dudes in the past have either been not able to afford to take care of all of us or not willing to. So I don't just want a provider. I want a provider for me and my friends.
Yeah, I want you to
I mean,
take
to
care of
some
every
degree,
aspect,
right?
every aspect of my life. I wonder if she has a kid. she might be a single mom. I wonder, but I'm sure we'll find out. But bro, there are a lot of women out here today. And there's, again, nothing wrong with it. If you can get it, ladies, get it. I ain't mad at you, but you better not. If you come up to me and ask me to take you out with all your friends, be prepared. Be prepared for.
I don't think I've ever
an
done
earful. Be prepared for an earful.
I don't think I've ever taken care of a woman's friends. I mean, maybe
For a birthday
on
with someone I'm in a relationship with. I've done that before. Like I had a birthday party. I'll take care of that. But we're not going to, we're not going to.
Yeah,
eat
we're
young
going to
people.
Aruba, and I'm gonna fly your fucking friends out too, and take care of
Never
their.
that.
Yeah,
Never
right.
that. Never that. I was talking about dinner, like having a birthday
Yeah,
dinner,
yeah.
like or really drinks. I'm gonna run a tab for drinks or whatever. Have some appetizers come through. I'm not letting no one order. I'm taking care of all that. I've done that before, because I've already taken my girl to dinner. She's already had her birthday dinner. So have your friends show up now. We're gonna have appetizers and drinks. I'm gonna run
Yeah,
a tab
sure,
for a little
sure.
bit, maybe get a bottle. But women want you to know. I want you to take me and all my friends to dinner. That's today's thing. Like you must be out your damn mind.
That's sort of a, when you think about it, that's sort of a fucked up thing to lead with.
But
I
here's
mean,
the
for
thing.
her.
They are leading with it because, like you said, men are doing this shit.
Yeah, because they can. No,
This is
you're
the
exactly
thing.
right. Yeah. Now, don't take this wrong, ladies, but it's sort of like children, right? And men do this too, males. But you give them an inch, take a mile, push boundaries, right? I can get away with this because I've gotten away with it before. And don't get me wrong, when men act like that in ways, I don't think that's good either. I would call them male. So this isn't a hate on women. I'm just describing.
If you're going after a dude who has game, who's like financially stable and all that, who can afford to do nice things, and you're trying to get him to pay for you and your girlfriends to go out for the night or whatever. Here's the thing, ladies, be prepared for that dude to smash your girls. Because the whole dichotomy done changed.
Yeah, you make a valid point. I mean, that really does sort of, questionably open a door, right? So in a sense, she shouldn't even want that for the
Shouldn't want
exact
that.
reason that you're saying.
Oh, you want me to take
But-
care of your girls?
But
so
you
can
want the
show off?
cake. But hold on, you want the cake and to eat it too, right? No, I want you to do that. I want you to provide for my female friends, but don't fuck them. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that should be doing that. Well, either one, to be clear.
I'm smashing.
But
them.
in
Because
the
if you're doing that to me,
transactional
bro,
frame.
bro, if you do that to me, I'm smashing. Because that lets me know how you see me. Right off rip, it changes everything. If I'm looking at you a certain way, like it's gonna be me and her against the world, everything. We've been so good together. This is going good. This is why you got to vet people. This is why you got to take time to get to know folks.
Well, you're very valid.
Right?
Absolutely.
And then when you hear this, I want you to take me and all my girls out. Oh, that's how she sees you. I bet I'm about
That's
to
right.
smash your girl with the big booty.
But see, this is my maturity, right? My I'm trying to raise the roof. Is I'm just not going to deal with her, right? I'm not going to take the
You
bait.
just move on. You just move on.
Although I probably would have years ago, right? And growing.
I'm gonna smash one of her girls, but let's
Just
continue.
take care of himself. Like hygiene is very important for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some deal breakers?
Kids.
Kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's only one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we don't have any. Oh, I knew, every time I say
dedicated.
that, somebody always
I know.
pops. Let's go on over here, see why he ended up popping. All right. Let's have your name and age.
Justin, I'm 26.
Hi, Justin.
And Justin, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just too young for me. She said she's 22. This is a little out of my age preference.
Bruh. look, I'm not for the, Cradle Robin, whatever, the John Zerka bullshit. But the idea of she's too young and 22, right? I mean, she's of drinking age, right? I'm just saying. To me, it's sort of a wild thing for a dude to say. I mean, it depends. It depends on the frame you're looking at. But, generally, I don't get why he said that.
Because he hasn't had a confidence. He can't handle her. I think that's what it is.
That-
Initially,
that
I thought she
could
had a
be
kid.
it.
Initially, I thought, well, maybe he's a single dad, whatever. But nah, he's like, I can't handle her. She's too pretty for me. That's what it is.
I think you're right. I mean, I'm just trying to understand the frame he's coming from to have said that, and I think that you're probably on the money.
Makes sense. Now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
And why not?
Just because
Because he rejected me.
Yes.
you look really clean and everything like that, but I don't know. It's just something. Maybe it's
He's a
because you
good
popped
boy.
it for me. Maybe that's why you're not my type.
He's a good boy. It's
That's
because
right.
it's because he's a good boy. She doesn't want to deal with it. She doesn't want to deal with a good guy. It's like, oh, he's too
Well-
clean cut. He's a good guy.
See, I disagree a little bit. I don't think he's necessarily a good guy. And by the way, I don't think of myself as a good man, right? I think of aspiring to be, right, trying to do the things, doing the things, right? But with that said, I think that it'd more so be the nice guy. He's too nice. He's not confident enough with himself to be honest with himself and therefore honest with the world, right? He doesn't have this sort of unapologetic, fuck you if you don't like it, right? So I don't think of that as good. I think of it as like the nice guy.
I used the wrong word. I meant nice guy because to me it's the same
yeah.
thing. It's the nice guy's finished last. She's looking at his outfit. She's looking at him. She heard what was going on before. I'm pretty sure they were backstage listening. You know what I mean? So he's a nice guy, and she doesn't really want to rock with a nice guy. And she's like,
Doesn't
"How dare you?
respect.
How dare you pop your balloon, you lame ass motherfucker? You." That's what she's probably
Right.
thinking. But
Right, and if you don't respect yourself, she's not going to respect you. Now, through game, which again, I'm not pushing in any way, but through game, men for some time can promote the idea that there's something that they're not, right? If you're not the game, quote unquote, right? If you're promoting a game, you're trying to use game, this sort of thing, is sort of the idea of promoting, well, I'm not this, but I'm going to get her to think that I'm this. And one of the reasons I'm not for a game, probably the predominant reason, is that it expires at some point, right? I mean, is it a year down the line, 10 years? I don't know. It depends. But that's
Yeah,
what I
you get
think in a
tired.
nutshell.
You
Yeah.
get tired once you get your game to a point where you're engaging with a lot of women. You get tired because you realize most of the women you're dealing with, they're not the one. They're not going to be there for you. They're not going to, you realize that you're kind of being used to an extent, but it's like whatever. It's transactional, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. Like a lot of dudes are like, well, shit, this is fun because most dudes can't do it. They can't get women to commit to them sexually. But once they figure it out, they get to a point where it's like, damn. And they believe that kind of like the thing I was saying where women are engaged with the wrong dude, get their feelings hurt, get their heart broke, and then they're like, all men ain't shit. Well, you got dudes out here who will engage with the wrong women, get ran through, get their pockets ran through, right? To fall for the game and get hurt, get heartbroken, and they're like, all these women ain't shit. So you see how it happens on both sides. When you overlook the good woman or you overlook the good man, bad shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done here. Let's head this way.
And by the way, DL, I'm not a huge fan of the number rating system, but I know, it's very common. It's sort of easy placeholder. But I just wanted to do a quick dissection just of looks of her. And I would say she's probably all in all a little bit better than average, right? Maybe you would refer to that as a 6. But with that said, that's what I think. She's 22, in shape. I don't know if she's healthy. I would think probably not, but nonetheless, she's in decent shape, right? So I think she's probably a little bit better looking than average. What's your take?
I would say she's 2 steps above average. I would definitely give her a 7. I mean, she's there, she's fit, she has a nice body and all that. But when you got to get real to get into like the 8, 9, and 10 status. you got to get real, drill down on there and get real picky. She's not the cutest.
Drill down.
Yeah, drill down. She's not the cutest. Like when you look at her face, she doesn't have the type of face that, is gonna, launch 1,000 ships type things. Like, so, and then her attitude, we haven't got an opportunity to see what type of attitude she has, but she doesn't seem very bubbly. Right. So that kind of, so her attitude isn't like over the top. So, like I said, you look at her beauty, so I would definitely give her 2 steps above average. I'd give her 7.
Now, with that said, even if she was less good looking than she is, if she was average, and we're both saying to some degree she's above average looking, compared to the norm, right? Even if she was just average, if, her character, her attitude, however you want to look at that, her personality was, really good, to me, that's the answer. At a certain point, looks, I get it. They're attractive. They draw us, but they're not long lasting. Even if you had a woman, she's a 10, right? I don't know what a 10 is, but she's a 10. Well, even if she is, she's not going to be forever. And the idea of being with her forever, if that was the idea, you're going to be left with, who the person actually is. And she is a dancer of sorts, right? Video vixen.
Right. I mean, yeah, she's a twerker. This woman right here, you take that away. Let's say that she's, really good at keeping a home. Like she cooks, she cleans, she maintains her fitness. She's not disagreeable. Like she's very agreeable. That will push you a long way. When guys are looking, especially the top tier dudes are looking for 7s. They're not looking for the 8, 9s, and 10s. Like especially the 10s. A 10 is a woman who makes millions of dollars on her beauty. To me, that's what a 10 is. A 10 is a woman who, like, bro, you open up a magazine, there she is. Wherever you go, you're in Milan or Tokyo or Seoul or Beijing, there she is. Like, those are the 10s. Like those women just like super beautiful, whatever. The 9s are the women who are extremely attractive. They are beautiful, but they're not in the magazines. And their game is at a point where they have men taking them all over the place. That's how I look at those 9s. Like 9s and 10s, like they're living on their beauty. The 8s are women who are extremely attractive, beautiful, fit, all that stuff. But they're not trying to be feminine. They're just working the game as best they can. Maybe they're doing the yachting thing. Maybe they're doing the sugar daddy thing. But still, when you look at them like aesthetically, like, man, they're fine, and their attitudes are really poor, like those 8s. But the 7s, like you got a 7, a woman like that, man, and she's cool, she's bubbly, she wants to have a family, she's willing to follow her man. That's what the dudes are looking for. It's just harder and harder to find these women, in my opinion.
Look, it's very difficult to find a good woman. It's also very difficult to see good men, right? So
Agreed.
Again, more reasons not to be the average, whether you're a man or a woman, regardless of your age. Work on the things that you can control, and you'll see your life improve significantly.
A little shorty got a booty on her, bro. She can get it, man.
Your name and age?
Quan, 29.
Okay. And Quan, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You indecisive, baby.
I am indecisive.
Hey, hold up. We got to pause. Another moment here. You're indecisive. Here's another dude that wants a man. I want a good decision-making woman. I want a decisive woman who knows what she wants. Okay, you want a dude. You want a dude. That's what you want.
This dude right here, bro, he figured it. He just figured out what's going on. This is why the producers asked him to be on the show. He's giving them what they were hoping he was going to give them. Now he's running his game. Remember the shit I was talking about? Like, you should pop your balloon, and then holler at her backstage. I think that's what this guy's doing. He's running. He's figured it out. Now he's about to run his game. He's about to steal the show, so to speak. You're indecisive. Fuck, every young person is indecisive, especially women. Right?
That's
Women
my
change
point,
from moment
though.
to moment. Yeah. But he's not. He understands where he is. He just like, this ain't real life no more. He's trying to steal the show. That's what I think is going on right here. Let's listen to what he said.
It could be. That could be the deeper play.
Yeah, see, I need a woman that's decisive. Like, I need you to be able to take charge where I can't.
Oh, bro. Nail on the head. Nail on the head.
Damn, he means it too. I can't even call it game. He's not gaming her up right now. He means this shit.
Unbelievable. Stop pretending that you're heterosexual, males. Stop pretending. I don't care if you're gay. Nobody cares. But stop going on shows. Oh, I want a nice woman that's a man. The fuck you talking about?
So what you just did pretty much showed me that you're not ready to lead
Okay.
in the areas where you're supposed to.
Not ready to lead. Bro.
Ah, yeah, I take all that shit. I say it back, man. This dude
Oh
ain't
my
running the game.
God.
He's out there. He's
Yo.
wow. But I mean, okay.
You want to
if-
get pegged. That's all. You just want to get a little bit of pegged.
there is a play to be made, but he doesn't present as the guy that can make that play. I mean, it's kind of like going all in. You're saying everything she wants to hear. What all these women are saying. Nah, bro. I don't know. He's just fucked up. He's just-
Unreal.
he's
But again, this is the average male. And if you're men out there like this isn't me, good. I'm glad it's not, but this is the average male today.
Okay.
So now is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. And why not?
Because he's a little bitch.
I said hygiene, and your teeth kind of have plaque on them.
Oh shit.
Damn. She came out firing shots, goddammit.
Oh,
Well, because you know what? He fired shots at her first. He wasn't prepared. Like, your teeth are dirty. Damn.
Your teeth are dirty.
So on the bottom ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay, let's head home.
You know, I will say he didn't get too petty. I've seen some dudes get petty at that shit. But he had the look in his eyes like he wanted to be petty.
Oh, she just crushed his ass. I mean, that's it. That's it for him. He's ready to go home.
Back, to get a
Yeah.
pop back here.
Hey,
Your name and
No, not
age.
you.
I'm Sylvester, 26.
Okay.
By the way, that's a very good sign for him. Not that any of this shit matters, but I'm just saying the fact that
giggling.
she was like, "No, not you," right?
Right. That's the one she wanted.
And
And look
so
at him. I'm
And
Sylvester.
he still got
What's
a
your wedge-
chance, even with his balloon popped. He's still he could easily come back in.
End up popping your balloon.
So like I'm somebody that wants to have somebody that knows what they want. I know you said
Didn't I call it before the show even fucking started? All these dudes up here pretending that they want women, they want men, they want unis, right? I want a man that has a vagina. That's what they're saying. It really is.
decisive, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a process to it, but I'm looking to build, not rebuild. You know what I mean? So that's my only thing about it.
Okay, well that's something I'm working on.
Damn, she trying to holler at him.
You're
Look
right.
at it. Look at that eye contact.
You're
Look
so
at
right.
that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, her body language super open. Like she's
he the one.
all about him.
Yeah, he
I
the
mean,
one.
Foolishly, but nonetheless.
All right. So now, is he your type? I know I heard you say a little something, but is he your type?
Yeah, he's my type. I just don't really like the nose ring.
No, I feel that.
Okay.
There was no reason to say that, although I agree, but there was no reason to say that at that point. It's almost like, and I've noticed this, maybe I'm reading a little bit in on this one, but I see a lot of women trying to do like the John Zerka on men. What is it called? They're trying to do, shit, I can't think of the term right now. Not MOG, but,
Oh, the nagging thing.
the negging, yeah. I see a lot of women, and I've had this happen to me, and I don't respond nicely to it. I'm not like mean, but I'll turn them right down. Right? I was out not too long ago, and I had a couple women approach me who one of them was pretty attractive. The other one, all right, and they sat down next to me. I don't know why, but I got my earbuds in, and they start negging me. And I looked at them. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but
But I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
the
why,
one
bro.
grabbed my arm and she's like, oh, I'm sorry if my friend offended you. I said there's nothing that you could possibly say to offend me. And then she was like, oh, we're going to go sit down over there if you want to. I said, yeah, put my earbud back in. I'm not in it for that negging shit. Like stay the fuck away with that shit.
Bro, I'll tell you exactly why they did it. And I tell dudes this all the time. if a woman is interested in you, she will place herself in your orbit. So you had this woman who was interested in you, but she was scared. Like, I'm scared. Come with me, girl. And she and her friend came over and they did what they did. If you hadn't taken your earbuds out, they would have bumped into you and all that. They would have did whatever they had to do to get your attention. Her friend was doing her job as the wingman. I'm gonna say some foul shit to get his attention. And then they invite you to come over and holler at them. That was them trying to talk to you, bro. Oh, that was them trying to leave.
I get it. But nonetheless, I don't like that. I don't know what you want to refer to, like frame. I don't like that interaction. Me saying, "Oh, that's what they're doing," because I did know that. And then following it that, "Oh yeah, let me go," right? Because I probably could have done what I would have done some time ago. But with that said, to me, that's just bad off the rip. I'm not gonna go into it. Even I don't care how attractive they are. It just doesn't matter.
Right now, if you were into it to smash, you would have went through the motion, smashed,
That's true.
and went on about your business. But it's good that you've stepped away from that.
Look at how good I'm doing.
Yeah, well,
We got to pop over here as well. Your name and age.
Matthew, I'm 26.
Okay, and Matthew, why did you pop your balloon?
My nose is pierced.
The nose ring. I
So,
know.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you said nose ring is like a little for you. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. And why? Is it's the ring or anything else?
I
Just
don't
not
really like
feeling
your
it.
outfit
Just
No worries.
just not feeling him.
and your hair.
Okay. Let's go on down. I think we had one. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did. We
you
got one
popped
over
it.
here. Your name and age.
Gerard, 26.
Gerard.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I was waiting to hear you explain the indecisiveness thing. When you told him, you didn't really give a specific reason. So that in combination with your age, not something I'm looking for.
He knew he couldn't get
Okay,
us. We
to
popped
answer
his
your
balloon.
question, I feel like I'm
Yeah, no, there's a lot of that, right? I'm lacking confidence, and therefore I'm going to exit before I get rejected. Fear.
Man, y'all should embrace the rejection, bro. You should look. I mean, it's like whatever. Let her say whatever she got to say, but don't run from it. Like if you think you want your opportunity to holler at her, keep your balloon intact, and then holler at her, and then pop your balloon when she's standing in front of you. I think that has a lot to do with just not having the balls to wait till she's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And,
Simple as that.
As it would be, right? I'm gonna bring this up. I got rejected recently.
No,
Probably
say
a
it
few
ain't
weeks
show.
ago.
Say it ain't show based.
And I rarely shoot shots. Shoot shots, yeah. But it happens. And probably when I was younger, I'd be like, "Oh man," but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. And the truth is, it's a good thing to deal with rejection. This idea of everyone should like me, accept me, want whatever it is, it's nonsense. So when you get filtered out, whether you're a man or a woman, right, you get rejected. Yeah, it's easy to look at it as a negative thing, but it's actually a positive thing. It wasn't meant to happen. And by the way, it doesn't mean that, it won't happen. Maybe, look, I've had rejections turn around, right? Rejected one day, a few weeks later, the opposite, right? So you never know what, you have in store for you for the future. But interpreting this as negative, assessing it to your self-value, that's where people go wrong.
Dudes need to understand that most women will circle back. Women are watching everything you do. So the way you handle rejection is very important. And I tell these dudes that, like, bro, the fact that you got up, walked across the room, went over to holler at some woman, and you went and talked to one of the finest women in the room says a lot about you. And then when it didn't work, you just came right back. Head high, you wasn't talking crazy, you just went to the next one. That's what I do. Back in the day when I was doing my thing, I always started with the most attractive woman in the room, and I worked my way down. I never got, I could start with let's say that the most attractive one was an 8. Start with the 8s, right? I never made it to 6, right? Because those women are watching, they're like, that dude got a lot of confidence. That dude knows what he's looking for. And they'll come over, they see what you're doing, and they wait. They're waiting their turn. So don't worry about being rejected. But when you do get rejected, don't be like these guys and coming up with reasons and trying to, you know what I mean? Nah, don't do that.
They're getting the wrong lessons. They really are.
I'm really spontaneous, so me being indecisive has something to do with that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it's because you're a woman and a young woman, and there's nothing wrong with it. So don't listen to these idiot males telling you that you need to be a better leader for them in this bullshit. Don't listen to them.
I mean, that whole thing about being spontaneous. If these dudes had game, right there was his opportunity to talk some shit. Oh, you're spontaneous? How about we leave right now and go to blah, blah, blah. Just come up with a place right now.
I would say frame, but I know you look at it a little bit differently, but I would agree with you. It's just I would say frame, but absolutely. I mean, what you're saying is correct. Yeah.
Do you know what you want out of life?
Yeah, I know what I want.
Oh my God.
I want to be an actress, and I want to just live like on the fields, like I'm sorry, not the fields.
What the fuck?
The country. Like I like the country. I want to have like a farm or everything like that.
Hey, by the way, this is a major green flag as far as I'm concerned. She talking about I don't need to be a city girl, and not just in the interpretation that we would have for city girl, but right, I want to live on a farm away from people. Look, I don't know about the whole video vixen thing, but to me, what she just said was a major green flag.
I don't believe it though. It would be a green flag.
Yeah, well, sure, yeah.
If we weren't on this show, if we were just out and about somewhere, it would be a green flag. But I don't believe her. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm a video vixen. I'm shaking my ass for money and clout right now. But I want to have a farm. Hey, baby, where you from? I mean, these dudes have no game. They don't even know how to follow up these questions. And again, she said she's spontaneous. So it's like, okay, you're spontaneous. Let's leave right now. And I know a place where we can go horseback riding right now. Let's go.
Just reach out, take her hand, right?
Let's go.
Yeah. No, I agree though. You're right.
And like with my family.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I just have a clear vision for what I want. So I want a woman that can kind of match with that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
you're
No
only
problem.
22, so yeah.
He wants a partner. I'm looking for a partner to co-lead with me.
Yeah, I did a show on that. I tell dudes all the time, if you got a woman who refers to you as a partner or introduces you to people important to her as her partner, bro, it's a wrap. You're doomed. You're doomed.
I'm
never had a
really
woman
not a fan of
introduce
that
me as a
word.
partner. Yeah, I've never had a
no.
woman introduce me as a partner. I've had women say, this is my man, or they'll say, this is D, you know what I mean? Like, this is DL, but they've never referred to me as a partner. But I've heard, I've been around when women were introduced their guy as, oh, this is my partner. Let me go get my partner. I'm like, damn, for real?
And look, it could be like, oh, well, it's a minor, it's just a word, this sort of thing. And, in one term, sure, yeah, it's just a word. But there's sort of a lot within it, right? You're sort of framing it. And the whole partner thing, it just, look, it came out of, not that this means everything, but it came out of the gay community. And it makes sense coming out of the gay community, right? So when, heterosexual relationship, like, oh, my partner, when men do, this is my partner. I'm just like, bro, good luck.
Yeah, and this dude's feelings is hurt. This guy, his feelings is hurt. He really wants to talk to this chick, but none of these guys have game. That's the problem. Let's continue, man.
Look at this stank face. I gotta say, I really like her stank faces. She always got this.
Yeah.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
He could be.
Oh, okay. So what makes him not? You say he could be, but what's making him not be?
He sounds like a little bitch right now.
And
You
he
do look a
rejected
little
her.
older, but how old are you again?
26.
26. You look older than 26.
Yeah.
In my
What the fuck? So he's like 4 years old. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, this is like a 4-year difference.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And over here, we got a pop. Your name and age.
I'm John. I'm 27.
Okay.
Hi, John.
And John, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I actually didn't
I'll
think
be
that
right
you were
back.
indecisive or anything like that. I think, maybe it might be the nerves or something.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like the lifestyle that you said you wanted to live, like the countryside, farm and all that. I've lived in the city my whole life. I'm not a country person. Like, I've tried it and I just wouldn't succeed in that. So just
Should be
wanted to
happy
pop
with the
and not waste time.
suburbs, bro.
Okay, no problem.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. And now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why
That
not?
He
outfit.
looks a little gay.
There it is. Told you.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not, it's okay, but
I mean, I'm here, right? Like,
So to confirm, you like women.
Like,
Yeah.
He's on this lineup.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But do you like guys
Did
too?
we
They
get a
didn't
pop
ask
back
that
here?
question.
Oh yeah, we did. Let's head on back there.
She
Your
called dude
name and
gay,
age?
y'all. That outfit is
27.
gay.
My name's Daytron.
I heard
the reason
all of
popped my
that.
balloon-
Holy. Okay.
Bro, there was the dude with the outfit, man. Like, oh, gay.
Nah, look, she more confident in herself than the dudes to say
Yes.
that shit. And I get it. Maybe she being a little petty, right to rejection, all this.
I don't
But
think she was being
to
petty. I think
say-
she was just, she's like, you gay.
Well, I'm just saying maybe where she was coming from. We don't know, but nonetheless, I think it was honest, and it's funny because I've been saying it the whole fucking time. These dudes pretending.
Nothing wrong with that lifestyle. That's what you want to do. But bro, you look how you dress, and he had to choose that outfit. Someone in the chat mentioned it, like they brought at least 3 outfits with them. They do. When you come to these shows, they
okay.
ask you to bring at least 3 outfits. That's a fact. At least 3. So this dude was like looking and picking. Like, I'm gonna go with this. Well, I'm gonna look sharp in this. You know, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm from the fashion world.
You know what? It gets a little. I don't know if metro is the term, right? But it's way too much. It's doing too much a lot of times, right? And again, I'm not a connoisseur fashionista, but really, to me, like dudes, you're wearing like you put as much time and focus into your swag, whatever it is, that women do with makeup. You got the earrings, the necklace, the bracelet. It goes on, and it's like, you know, you're sort of emulating women at a certain degree, right? I don't want to pick on men that got piercings. I'm not into that, but I'm just saying, you got the nose ring, earrings, necklace. What is distinguishing you from women, like in terms of how you dress?
Opposites attract, not the same thing. So, but
Yeah,
whenever a woman
exactly.
comes up to you and says, "I think you're gay," that says a lot about you, right? That says a lot about you. Can't be mad at her for that shit, bro. You wore that. You came outside looking like that, and you know who else thinks that dude is gay? That guy that they're about to talk to right now. That guy who was complimenting him and all that.
Oh yeah, right. He's like, I like his style.
You're very beautiful. Again, it's the lifestyle that you want to live, the country lifestyle. I grew up in the country. That's a closed chapter in my life. I'm kind of like the city now, suburban area now. So that's just something that doesn't interest me anymore.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm going to make a point here. Look, I get it. There's preference, city, country, whatever. But I think that the more that men are like, I want to live in the city around lots of other people, versus I want to live in the country, right? Just to make an opposite example, where I'm not going to be around people. I'm not going to be depending on city services, right? I have to put my own blood, sweat, and, you know, into property, you know, whatever. To me, it's more of the essence of man to want to be in more of the country than the city. And I get it. There's pragmatic reasons, you know, your work, whatever, like to socialize. I'm just saying that to some degree, it sort of seems opposite. Woman wants to be in the country away from people, and men want to be, oh, no, I can't do that. I want to be in the city around all these men. Like, I don't know.
Shout out to my brother, man, Drell, brother Pitney in the building on my side of the watch. I'm not doing it my sound effects, guys. I'm just chilling. I'm over here with bass doing this thing today.
I'm going to get a soundboard eventually. Maybe. We'll see.
Word? Make it happen, man.
I like the suburbs. That's nice.
That's all. It's just the country part.
Okay, got it. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
Gay. No.
She heard that shit from before. I'm telling you. Gay, too. She's trying to be nice.
I don't want to come off rude.
I'll be honest. Just be honest.
Okay. It's just your teeth and your haircut.
Okay.
In your outfit.
So we do have one unpopped balloon down there. Let's
And your bitch ass spirit.
In your
head on
face.
over there. Okay. Well, he's straightening out. All right, your name and age?
My name is Jared, and I'm 27.
Hi, Jared.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so Jared, you do have your balloon still unpopped. Why so?
I think she's very, 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 very attractive.
Oh,
So,
man.
I'm just trying to hear out, see where her mind at.
Okay. All right. So are you
Desperation.
I mean, again, the dudes have no confidence, no game. You're on this TV show. You know, I think she's very, 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 very attractive. However, like, I'm just waiting for my opportunity to shoot my shot, baby. Let's go horseback riding right now. You say you spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Just take the moment and run with it. Who cares? Right? Like, who gives a shit? It's gonna be good for ratings. Just take your shot.
Well, let's think about the pragmaticism behind, as Uncle Guns pointed out, very 5 times, right? But this energy, this behavior, these words, right? So I'm going to give extra validation to her, right? Because it's extra. It's fucking extra. He could have just said, you know, you're attractive or whatever.
You fine.
But with that, I'm going to give this extra validation because I'm desperate and I really want her to like me. And I think that the more she believes that I find her attractive, the more of a shot I have. This type of, it's not the essence of man. It's the essence of male.
Facts.
Feeling Jared? Is he someone
Yeah.
you? Oh, Jared, you the first. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You said
I'm
you're
nervous too. It's
I
okay.
was a little nervous, but we good now.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions between the two of you?
What do you do?
I'm a corporate compliance analyst for a global insurance company.
Okay, nice.
You said you have another question?
I don't have one.
No question? You have a question?
Yeah, I got a few. So,
Also, not to pick them apart too much, but you're speaking softly. It's feminine, right? There's no. I'm not trying to pick apart like, oh, he doesn't have bass in his voice. I'm just saying, you're talking like a bitch. The way
Sound
he's
off like you got a
talking
pair.
is the way I would want a woman to talk. You know what I mean? That's how I
Right.
would expect a woman to talk. Is, you know, soft spoken, this type of thing. But no, it's you.
Damn, Bates, you bring up a really good point. I'm just thinking about how it is out there right now in the trenches, and most women give you a firm handshake. They're looking you in the eyes. They're speaking. They're sounding off like they got a pair. And then the men, you got to ask, what did you say, bro? Speak up, man. I can't hear you. And this is what the women are saying to the dudes. Man, you nailed it on that one, bro. I'm like, it has flips.
number one, where you from?
I'm from Maryland.
What part?
Howard County.
Okay.
Columbia, Maryland.
Okay, I'm slightly familiar.
Oh yeah.
Number two, you said you like to cook. So what you like to cook?
Everything. I like to try new things. Okay, all right. If you're looking for
Another minor nuance, all right? But this is the point, to pick it apart. What do you say? I'm kind of from, or I'm slightly from there. That's such a half in, half out answer. Oh yeah, I'm from slightly the same area. Like, shut the fuck up.
Just like, I've been through there, girl. And when it comes, like, you say you like to cook, what's your favorite dish? What you cooking me tonight?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit you need to be on. And if you got that kind of confidence, she's looking for a confident man that she can hitch her wagon to, guys. And what a wagon does she have there? Y'all see her walking around there? Boy, oh boy.
specific answer, I really like to make baked chicken, cilantro rice, any type of vegetable. I really like broccoli.
She went out of her way to say baked chicken. I just gotta point
Eating
that
healthy.
out.
Cilantro rice, vegetables.
No,
she's
that
healthy.
is good. Yeah, I like it. Good signs.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then third question, I promise I'm done after
No,
this.
you're good.
But
Whoa. I promise I'm done after again, you on shaky footing with yourself, dude. You on shaky footing with you. Forget about her. Don't worry about her. You're not even good with you. That's what's happening. And this is just it happening in real time.
where do you see yourself in the next, like, let's say, like 2 years?
In the next 2 years,
I would never ask
I'll be
that.
24.
I mean, well, I don't know.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
You know,
Rachel.
it
That's a good question.
depends, right? Because
You want to see where she is mentally. Can she answer this? Has she even thought that far ahead?
I'll revoke.
Planning, marriage, dating. I want to be dating like from now until then, and then I want to like start thinking about having kids. You know, I want to be.
Hold on. She just said, I want
to
to be smashing for the next 2 years, and then I'm gonna start thinking about kids.
Maybe, but
That's
she
not
may
her,
have,
man.
She may have been saying, "I want to be dating the same man," but either way, I mean, you would be correct, right?
Women are very, very. Women, when they say some stuff, they mean what they say. She's like, I want to be dating. She didn't say, I hope to be in a long-term relationship over the next 2 years, and then hopefully we'll be getting married after that, so we can start having kids. No. She said, I want to be dating. She knows what she's saying. She's a young girl, but she knows what she's saying.
Yeah. And look, I mean, not to be too old school, but I'm just saying. In theory, if he's getting the milk for free, why buy?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
But this dude about
Oh,
after
sorry.
she, you know, this dude hang out in her friend zone or whatever for a couple years, and then when she's ready to get married,
Oh, he will. No. He showed that he will.
Not in one, because you know I live in an apartment, so yeah, just having my life a little bit more together when it comes to that. You know, my life is together, but in that instance, in the love life instance.
So you feel like from what you said you're doing now, like as far as career wise, you feel like you'd be able to transition from out of that within the next couple of years?
Yeah, well, yes. Just I want to stay acting though, but I'm into real estate, so I'm probably gonna be doing more of that, like in between. But acting, it's my passion. Like I love it so much. Like you know.
Okay. All right.
hey, babes, real
Let's come
quick,
on up here. Come on up.
Yeah.
real quick. This woman right here, I would actually, if I were a younger man, I would actually give her a shot. Like I would try.
No, I agree with you.
I would start
for
the vetting
this-
process with her. I would see.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me see where her head is. I absolutely would. She doesn't have a shitty attitude. I mean, she got on her dudes about their teeth or whatever, but you could tell that she didn't like those guys. She
Yeah.
could have been way worse. I mean, she could have really gone in, but she didn't. Remember the one guy, she was like, I'm trying to be nice here. Right. So she's not like the average woman out here who is just crass and mean for no reason and just hateful. She's, you know, she's smiling. She's getting through this as best she can. I would actually try to holler at this woman, but the fact that she's like, I want to date for 2 years, and some of the things that she's saying, I would really be vetting very difficult, very hard,
I agree.
harshly.
No, I agree with you. We already discerned above average looks. You know, that's cool for what it is. With that, above average, seemingly so far attitude, enough so that chance could be given, and who knows what would happen. But yeah, compared to the average, the norm, what I've seen on here, and just in general in the real world, I think that you're right.
Up, y'all.
And no
Come on
BBL.
up. Come on up.
And no BBL. Yeah.
No BBL, no breast job. I like it
backwards.
No, you don't have to. You can walk however feels comfortable for you. All right. So we got a couple questions out the way down there. Any final one? If
No.
not, it's not by force.
You don't feel like I'm a little too old for you?
Oh God.
You don't
Let's
look
say
too
that.
Touche.
Okay. So with that
the
being said,
lack of confidence. And here's what I would say: if I was her brother, uncle, whatever, is don't even give this dude a chance. You and I just discerned from what we've seen, our opinion, the show, that she could be given a chance. No doubt. No, this dude should not be given a chance. He is not good with himself.
If my daughter brought this dude home, hey Papa, this is the man, this is him, I would tell her like, I don't think he's good enough for you. I'm not just saying that because you're my daughter. That guy, I don't see that guy protecting you. He doesn't seem like a man to me, a leader. So be careful. That's what I would tell her. I wouldn't say don't see the guy, like just be careful. I don't really respect him. He hasn't earned my respect. Hopefully one day he will. These are the
He don't
things that I
respect
would say to
himself.
my daughter. Right. He doesn't respect. He doesn't.
I mean, from
respect
what we can
himself.
see.
So
you know what I would
yeah.
say? I would say, let's go in the boxing ring, me and this dude, for 3 rounds, and depending on how he does. And the reason I would do that is, this dude, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not talking about skill, strength, any of that shit, but he seems like, from everything we've seen, a bitch. He's a bitch at heart. And my guess would be he wouldn't even do it. But if he did do it, within a round, he'd be crying and, that'd be done. Say, okay, goodbye, out. You done. You
Yeah,
gone.
I wouldn't get into the ring with him, but I see what you're saying. It wouldn't be a problem. I get into the
I'm
ring,
just
but what
thinking
I would
outside
do,
the box.
but what I would do with this guy, I would take this guy out and grab a couple rifles, grab the bags, and let's go out here and let's hump, 5-6 miles. Let's go out
Sure.
here
I
on
mean,
a
that'd be another
cold,
way.
rainy day. Let's go out here and it's getting some miserable conditions, and I want to see how you act.
Right. Test him.
Right? Same thing. It's like the same thing you're saying, but I want to.
Agreed.
Because you know how miserable that shit is, man. You go on a ruck march. I'm gonna take this dude on a ruck march.
Let's see how you do under stress. because
correct.
granted they're on a show here and whatever, but we see a lot of what's real coming out of them. I mean, that bitch at heart, that was real. I mean,
That
he
was real.
really, his frame is whack.
It's
with him.
whack. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna have my daughters drop. My daughter's gonna drop us off, and we're gonna hump back, 5 miles at least. You know what I mean? At least
Yeah.
5 miles. And I'm gonna listen to him bitch and moan the whole time, or I'm gonna see how he handles that shit. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for. And I mean, base. How many of those dudes you think could go out there and do 2 miles, let alone 5?
Right. And not just, by the way, not just the physical conditioning aspect of like, oh, it's too hard, can't do it. But you and I both know that we are capable of things that we probably didn't think we were when we were younger, right? And in some terms, that's where, you figure it out, the separation, right? You've probably, like myself, have seen guys that are very strong looking, seem like, man's man type of shit, pause, that they end up being bitches, right? And then you might see some dude that doesn't look like, skinny, whatever the case, and he has the heart, right? So we're capable of a lot, and that sort of mental test that comes from the physical, I mean, that can be very telling. Are you going to give up?
Right.
Ted, is it a
That's the
yes
thing.
for you for her?
Yeah.
Okay, and is it a yes for you for him?
Yeah.
We got a match. I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on up. Let's give it up for them, y'all.
So dude probably feeling like he got lucky, whatever you want to discern of that. But she, man, you weren't wrong about that booty.
I tried to tell you, bro.
She made a bad decision. Sleeping with this dude, bad decision. Dealing with him, bad decision. But it is what it is.
Bro, like she wants to be an actress. The game would be so easy to talk to this young woman because she's nice, she's friendly, she's young. It sounds to me that she hasn't been, she hasn't got wrecked yet. She's 22. She hasn't
Right.
gotten wrecked yet.
Like
so
run
there's
through, turn
right,
out.
right. And then I don't know where she is. Like she wants to be an actress. Like, are you in LA or are you in New York? Because that's where it's gonna happen. If it's gonna happen in LA or New York when when dudes start really wrecking your ass, literally. So bro, I'm glad the dude, he managed to get him one.
I'm not.
I mean, for the show purpose, like it's good to see this.
I got you. Yeah.
If they're smart, they'll be doing follow-up shows to see how did the date go. and stuff
Apparently
like
they
that.
do. I
Oh,
haven't
really?
seen any of them, but apparently they do follow up.
Ahead and bring out our next single lady.
Maybe in like a month or two where the follow up comes up, we can revisit and depending. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
look,
Just-
real quick, the gay looking dude, I should say, in the black and white. Look
Yeah,
how
yeah.
uncomfortable he is now, bro. This man is not happy. He
Yeah.
wants to leave. He picked the
Th-
wrong
this,
outfit.
This body language, he's kind of, I don't know. He just seemed, the posture, just the everything. And,
He's
like
I'm
this
gonna
dude
get
right
clowned.
here, his body language, his posture seemed to be pretty decent. Right,
He's
this
like,
one right
whatever.
here.
He sees what it is. He's like, whatever. I can't wait to get through this shit.
But, yeah, like versus the timid, shoulders forward, it's telling in part.
These dudes are whack, bro.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Hello, welcome in.
And not just being a hater by any means, I wouldn't be friends with them. I wouldn't. I know this. And yeah, Mr. Pitt, that outfit a little bit zesty. Yeah, we got a lot of zest going on today.
And what's your name?
I'm Paige.
Paige, how old are you?
I'm 24.
And what do you do?
I'm a grad student in
All right, hold on.
a health science program.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I'm very adventurous.
All right, so what'd you say? She's 24. Look, off the rip, unhealthy, definitely, I mean, to some degree, overweight. Looks like you have a shitty diet lifestyle when it comes to health.
Most Americans, bro. She doesn't look obese, like you said. Like she's
Well, I think she's obese. I don't think morbidly obese, but technically she's probably on the line of obese versus overweight, I would think.
I'm gonna stick with overweight because the other girl was like, I mean, it could be body type, it could be height and all that kind of stuff.
That's
but
true. Yeah.
You know, but I don't, you know, but I'm with you. We're she's certainly not in that 25% of Americans who are fit. I'll give you, we'll go there.
So I like outdoors, nature, luxury experiences,
Okay.
traveling.
Luxury.
What did she say? Luxury. Oh, wait,
experiences.
based. Wait. I just gotta look at her body. I'm looking at the replay.
Oh, my bad. I had the comment up too. Yeah.
My bad, bro. No, she's
No, that was
she's
me.
she's closer to obese.
Yeah. Yeah, once you see the whole, right?
Yeah,
and again,
I'm looking
think
at it right
about
now.
24 versus 34 at this trajectory, 44. It's only going to get more. You're in your prime genetically when it comes to, right, like fat storage, you know, just how it works, how life works, how the body works. So if you're in your prime, 24, roundabout the prime, and you're obese, on this trajectory, it's only going to get worse. My point is, you shouldn't be on the dating market. You should be working on you, right? She's sort of cashing in her chips. That's how I like to put it. Like, oh no, I'm ready to date. No, you're not. If you took care of yourself for 1 year, right, reasonably, as I would discern, as I could point out, if you were to do that for 1 year, the difference inside, outside, the reflection, the world, your options, right, when it comes to men, finding a man, would be much, much better.
All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
I look for amazing communication,
Okay.
God-fearing,
Okay, amazing communication. And we know that men and women communicate differently. Obviously, we can understand each other, but we've also seen men on here not understand what the fuck is going on. So when she says amazing communication, I'm sort of thinking about that as in, I want a man that's going to communicate to me like a woman. What do you
Yeah,
think? Is that
I mean,
reading too deep?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Women say some of the craziest shit when it comes to communication. I have no idea what she means, you know. But I will say this: for the right man, all that goes out the fucking door. Like she's not. If she's looking at the dude she wants, she doesn't care if he only utters 5 words a day. Right? She'll like, oh no, he's
Agreed.
so stoic. He's that. She's gonna come up with reasons. So, but for these dudes standing in front of her, because she's looking at these dudes like they're losers, so she's gonna say whatever pops into her head.
Yeah.
And I noticed again, no one popped a balloon when she walked out.
Correct.
hardworking. That's about it.
All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
No personality, no accountability, no reliability. That's about it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, ladies
So
in the
we
chat,
haven't got
is
any
she
pop-
wearing one of those girdles? Is she? You think she's wearing something to kind of hold in her midsection?
That's a good point.
I'm
I think
curious.
You're correct.
Ladies,
I'll be
guys in the
willing.
chat, if I could tell, let me know.
So I'm actually going to switch it on over to you. So let me hand you a pic. There you go. And I am going to have you pop, let's go with 2 balloons based off of what you're seeing. Whoever doesn't really fall into your type too much, go ahead and pop those 2.
I'm going to guess off the rip, purple
In black and white.
Prince or
Little
whatever.
Prince. Little Prince.
Nope. Okay.
Okay. And then one more.
I got one right.
All right.
got
it's
one.
Right over here. Okay. Your name and
And
age.
you know why she popped the
They
green, the guy in the green? You know why she popped his balloon?
Why you
They
think?
hear what's going on.
Oh
These-
yeah.
They're listening to what this dude's been saying, and the girls are talking in the back. So wherever wherever holding pen they're in, they're talking. So guys, I need to understand something. Women go with the herd almost all the time. So if all the other women are saying that dude ain't shit, trust and believe she's gonna see you as not being shit.
Yeah, generally. Now the other side of that is most women, most men, right? They suck. So a woman that goes against the herd in some regards, right? You know, to some degree, although it may be rare, but that'd probably be more the one that I'd be interested in. But I mean, again, pragmatically and, you know, on a wide scale, I agree with you. You're right.
I'm 27.
And why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Everything she was saying, you know, fits what I look for in a woman. So I just want
Oh,
to keep hearing
God.
about more. She's very beautiful.
She's everything I always wanted. She's so beautiful. You heard that, right? She's so beautiful.
So he wants to unpop his balloon. He wants another balloon so he can stay in the game.
Well, he didn't pop it. She popped it. But
But
yeah,
I thought you said something about why you want your balloon unpopped.
yeah, no, why did you have it? So they always ask that. Why did you before you got it popped? Like, why were you in it? Why did you like her enough that you hadn't previously popped it?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Got it. So why did we end up popping his?
And by the way, now that we got a decent shot here, what do you think overall? Right, we discern. Look, you not in good health, right? In terms, we don't know to the full extent, but could say that you're obese for being 24 in this shit, right? So I'll put it. I think that overall, she's about the average woman.
You would,
she's
I would have to
average.
agree with you. If it were my personal scale, I would have her down around 3 or 4. It would boil down to her attitude, like what kind of attitude she has with her.
Sure. Yeah.
Does that mean I won't have sex with her? Nah. Like if I was out there, like I said, a slow Tuesday, or if I don't have one too many Hennessy's, yeah, I'll smash her. But again, I'm not taking her out. She can't meet any of my people. I'm not gonna hold her hand. There's no texting back and forth. There's no calls. Like I'll hit you back when I get ready. So but I would say, generally speaking, on the American scale, you got to give her a 5. I mean, she's pretty much right there. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's cute, but with her body like that, I mean, she fits into the 75% of Americans who are, overweight or obese.
And the reason I like to bring this up is just for context, right? We're talking about an average, just normal, but not good because the average sucks, but average woman thus far. And, we'll see. But how many dudes are willing to thirst and simp over average, which again is not a good thing. It's a negative. And Uncle Guns, I feel you. He says, start reacting to Bachelor, Love is Blind, any of those other gay soapy shows. I will be forced to destroy you both. Okay, very good, Uncle Guns.
Hey, for the record, man, Based ordered me to be here, so Uncle Guns, I'm with you on that.
It's on me. Yes.
Just no physical attraction.
No.
That's it.
Okay.
Look how short she is
We
too.
have one more over here that you ended up popping. Your name and age.
Matthew, I'm 26.
And Matthew, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like your answers. I'm also adventurous. Like to travel, that kind of stuff. So.
Got it. So why did we end up popping his?
Physical attraction.
Okay.
No.
Like what?
I liked her answer. She likes to travel. And didn't I say this on the previous woman that was up here? Are we ever going to get a woman that doesn't say she likes to travel? Then here she is like, oh, I like to travel. And he's like, oh, I really like that answer. That's why I like her. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, fellas, would y'all smash Shorty? Like, would y'all have sex with old girl? And then the second question would be, would you date her seriously and like introduce her to like your family and your close friends? So first question is, would y'all smash? Second question is, would you show her off?
Yeah. And, probably 5 years ago, let's just say, and with a few drinks, I'm just being real here, probably yes to the first one. I mean, maybe depending the context. I don't like her style. I don't like a lot, but I'm just saying probably. To the second part, definitely not. I'm not from what so far, absolutely not.
Right. And today I wouldn't do it at all. I wouldn't have sex with her. Not even on a slow
me
Tuesday
neither.
today. But back in the day, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. After I done talked to all of the dimes, I done talked to all of the 10s, 9s, 8s, and 7s, and I worked my way down, struck out, and there she is, and she's talking about, hey, you can get some of this good loving. Guess what? We headed to the crib.
It's just the outfit. It's not giving what I needed to give. That's it.
Okay.
You look defeated.
All right, thank you. Let's head back. So we do have 5 balloons left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these remaining guys a question.
Amazing.
What do you do for work?
Okay. What do you do? Name and age and what do you do?
So my name is Sylvester. I'm 26 and I do government contract.
Nice.
Name, age, and what do you do?
My name is Justin. I'm 26 and I'm a data analyst.
Nice.
Big Jake.
Your name and age and what do you do?
My name is John. I'm 27. I'm an attorney. I also model and I have a podcast.
Love that.
Thank you.
Your name and age and what you do.
I'm Gerard. I'm 26. I work in the cyber industry and I own a personal training company.
I mean that's cool. I mean both of them really. Both parts, right? Like sounds like for career, we don't know what those numbers are, to what degree. But as far as I'm concerned, that's a pretty good resume, right? Work cybersecurity or whatever he said, and then personal training, fitness. I mean, that to me, that's cool.
These guys should be top tier men. Like these guys, these should be the dudes that you want to talk to, ladies. You want, like, this should be the baseline minimum of the guys that I'm going to talk to. Yeah, that face, bro, that face.
These faces are,
yeah, because they're trying to figure it out. But here's the thing: most women, who do they go after? They go after the bad boys, right? They go after the Chads, the Tyrones, the Pookies, the Ray Rays. They fall
because the bad boys understand who they are to some degree, right? That confidence and that trade-off. Well, at least he's secure and confident, even though he might be a piece of shit.
Right. And even my guy, Mr. Pitty's like, man, like, I wouldn't smash her. She doesn't appeal to me at all. And there's a lot of dudes out there who do hold these standards. There are a lot of guys out there who aren't just looking to smash. They want to smash quality, bro. But again, I was a savage. It is what it is. We know Bass was a savage. Every Marine is a savage.
I did some things I would not do anymore.
Your name and age and what do you do?
My name is Quan. I'm 29. I'm a mechanic. I do personal training, and I'm a football coach and baseball coach.
Cool.
All right, let's head on back. So after those responses,
So none of those responses, by the way, screamed or sounded like even, I have wealth. And when I say wealth, by the way, I'm not referring to mansions and Lamborghinis, right? I'm talking about, to make it very simple, if your cost of living is, let's say, $50,000 a year, and you have 500,000 liquid assets, you have 10 years worth of wealth, right? You could sustain yourself for 10 years without, a job, if that's what it was. So none of these dudes to me sound like they have necessarily, I mean, they may, but they don't sound wealthy, nor do they sound like they have the exotics that would lend towards, we're going to go to Aruba and, whatever, once a month, right? I'm going to really take care of you in these superficial ways that a lot of superficial women are looking for in particular.
Good point.
I'm going to go ahead and have you pop another balloon.
Okay.
Oh, she was ready.
The
All
black and
right,
white
so
was
why do we end up
still
popping
there?
his?
Yeah.
I liked everything you said, quite honestly, and I like the dreads. It's just a little slimmer than I prefer.
Okay.
He doesn't even seem like skinny. I mean, he's not a...
He's skinny, bro. You gotta understand, like, dudes are big too. Like, 75% of America, bro. Like, come on now. He's skinny compared to a lot of the dudes that are out there, man. I'm just keeping it 100. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I would be.
He seems fit. Like, he seems like he could be pretty fit. I mean, he might be a douchebag, but he seems fit. Like, his forearms, I don't know. I mean, not to bring this up, but have you seen Andrew Wilson's arms? I mean, he's fat. I mean, he's pretty fat, but his arms so skinny, right? Like the skinny fat. This dude, to me, I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like she wants him to have a dad bod, or I don't know.
Man, she's looking for a linebacker.
I can pick you up 5 different ways,
I bet you
but
could.
don't even worry about that. You
It's
good.
okay.
I don't know. Have you seen her? She's right in front of you. I don't know. Why don't you try one way?
All
You
right,
can
so
pick
why
her
did
up
you
out
have
of
your
the
balloon
way.
unpopped, Quan?
She's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. Your hair, your eyes, your smile.
By the way, not to but do you think this is real hair, or? I mean, I guess, right?
I think there's gonna be some tracks in there, bro.
Yeah.
That's just typical, man. Like, I mean, it's to the point where if I come across a woman who doesn't have any tracks, and I'm talking across all races, guys. I'm not just talking about black women. But if I come across women with their real hair, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh damn, that's you. But it's gotten so good. Those are tracks, bro. I'm almost certain those are tracks.
A few years ago, I met this. I mean, just to say, she was white, blonde, and came right over to the house. Anyways, afterwards, the next day, I found like I don't know, extension, whatever, and I was like
track.
on the, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Exactly.
So
Everything
you're right.
about you, but your age kind of scared me, so I just wanted to hear more of what she said.
Word, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
And she's 24, 23, something. And he said her age is scaring him. Right?
Just
More
come-
fear
just
talk.
reaching. They're reaching. Just trying, you know what I mean? This chubby girl just popped my balloon and my feelings are hurt. Like, this dude has had a rough show. The guy next to
Yeah.
him is pissed. The guy that's standing right next to him with the faces you was, like talking about the facial expressions, he's mad he agreed to do the shit. Because he's like, bro, this is not going to play well. The guy in the black and white next to him, same thing. He's like, bro, I'm getting clowned. His phone, like if his phone were in his pocket, it'd be blowing up right now. Bzz, bzz. Hey, gay boy. Bzz. Who told you the word? You know what I mean? His friends are going to just tear him apart.
Hold up. Whoa, what was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
Wait. We gotta.
Hold on more of what she said.
Word, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
Hold up. Whoa, what was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
He should have said, hold up, whoa.
All right.
What was that? You digging me, girl. You want me to get my balloon back? Again, these guys don't have the ability to talk shit. They're not talking shit. He's just so awkward. It just makes him look horrible.
Head back, and let's ask these guys another question.
Does anyone have kids?
No kids?
No kids?
No kids. Do you have kids?
No.
No kids. All right.
No children.
All right. Any other question?
What does dating you look like?
What does dating you look like? Let's start down there and work our way back.
Okay.
All right. So, what does dating you look like?
So I'm big into self-improvement. So when I'm dating someone, I always try to how do I explain it? Give them ways to become the best version of themselves. So like if you're going to school, so I would figure out or talk to you about what goals you want to accomplish. Other than that, I'm a romantic guy, so
That's nice.
going on trips together. I am a homebody for the most part, but I compromise and schedule out dates. And when I do go on dates, it's nice. We go to nice places. So yeah.
Hey,
And I'm
dude watches Red Pill
empathetic
content.
guy. So
That guy watches Red Pill content.
I don't know.
I mean, he's just using the terms. He's watching Red Pill content. He's not necessarily, what he's doing is taking the stuff, he's listening to it, and he's trying his best to, to improve his chances in the dating marketplace, sexual marketplace. But this guy probably listens to Coach Greg Adams, maybe Rich Cooper. I'm pretty sure he's familiar with the Fresh and Fits of the world. I'm pretty sure he's with whatever, and Donovan Sharp. But this guy, like you said, the best version of yourself. That's where you're gonna find that. That's 100% Red Pill manosphere.
I think the logic of his answer in this context to her wasn't the best. He didn't paint any kind of picture for her to, invest in emotion, like to kind of, form a picture. He's just speaking very logically, and he's sort of lending towards the idea of, I want you to like me. He's trying too hard. I think he could have given sort of a silly answer that didn't have to be logical at all and gotten much further with it.
All of them could. These guys have zero game. Men, y'all can't underestimate the power of humor when you're out there trying to flirt and talk to women. Women love that shit, bro. They tell you all the time, I want a guy who's funny. I'm gonna say 98.9% of women will say, I want a guy that's funny. Right. And that will get you far. That might not get you into a long-term relationship, but it'll definitely get you into that big old butt of hers. And that's bigger. That's big. I don't, like I said, a couple Hennessy's.
Lauren, it's a big booty. It's a big booty.
big booty. But anyway.
Not my thing. I mean, I like a nice booty, but there's a point where it's too big. But I think average males at this point are like, oh, the bigger the better, and it's sort of incentivized women to do the BBL bullshit, and I don't know.
anytime my girl is stressed out, she comes to me, and I I relieve that stress.
That's cool.
Okay, Rico Suave. He couldn't even get it out without laughing.
Yeah.
Answer your question. What is it like dating you?
So I'm a pretty faithful person. I'm Christian, so I like to center my relationships around God. You know, I
Good to
want
you.
someone who is God-fearing as well, that we can, you know, if we have problems or anything, we can take it to prayer, things like that. I'm also a romantic person, so I like to surprise you with flowers, you know, things you like, things like that. I like spending quality time. So, you know, anything that we can get to know each other and get to spend time with each other, that's pretty much what it's like.
Awesome.
Yay.
What is it like dating you?
Dating me is like, it's just fun. I like to have a lot of fun.
Yay.
I think I like to incorporate a lot of spontaneity in my relationship. So I like doing, you know, like I've gone on trips where it's been like a week in advance. I know about it. We go on a trip. Like, so I like to do very spontaneous things, just keep it fun, keep it fresh. So dating me is
I get it. It's a show. They got to talk and, you know, whatever, right? Answer the question type shit. But again, and, you know, not being of the game variety myself, but just me having fun there, it'd be like answering so directly and logical as they all are and trying to, you know, trying so hard to get her approval. It's all a big L to me, right? There's so many ways they could have flipped this shit to have made it fun, to have painted an image without really having said anything, which, you know, I get it. Some do, you'd be like, oh, that'd be a good game. But to me, it'd just be fun. And what they're doing is sort of, you know, choking the fun out of this shit. They're just like, oh, I'm very romantic. I like to take care of women. I will do whatever you want if you date me. Like this type of shit. It's simpy. It's whack.
The producer was hoping that they would have gotten a couple guys that was gonna act like some, you know, some dusty players and maybe get some humor out of a couple of these guys. That's what they were hoping for. But you know, as a producer, you make your choice and then you watch it play out, and it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like your parlay if you're betting or your picks for your football game. You make your picks and you sit back and like, oh, those were bad picks. So they just, you know, the producers looking back like, damn, we were hoping for more. And these, I mean, the bottom line is these guys are just, they have no confidence, man, and it hurt the show.
They have work. They have work to do on themselves. You know, even the ones with careers going whatever, that lack of confidence is just, it's the frame within. It's just shitty.
very fun. That's what I'd say.
And our last guy, what is it like dating you?
So it's a breath of fresh air. I like to make things easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a provider. So if you're somebody I'll provide for, you don't got to worry about nothing. So.
Love that.
Hey, those are all really good
That probably was better than the other ones, I would say.
responses. So it is time to pop a balloon. I am going to have you pop 2 balloons.
Wow.
Okay, and then 1 more.
She doesn't know. She has no idea.
Oh,
Dude, like, I'll make it easy for you.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Let's start here. So,
Fire.
why did we end up popping his?
I don't know.
I had to pick one.
I'm just gonna say
I think she's regretting it right now. I don't know. You shouldn't, though.
I love your braids.
Thank
That's
you.
cool.
Thank you.
But the outfit, maybe.
I feel that it's me.
That
so,
black tee.
Yeah.
What, the inside one?
Yeah. Maybe if we button it up.
See, to me, that was sort of owning it a little bit, right? He was like, I feel you, but this is me.
This is
Right?
me.
Not like the other ones, like, oh, I don't normally wear this, or, oh, I would have wore something different if I knew. This type of bullshit. At least he's not doing that.
And the thing is, if it's about outfits, bro, the dude in the black and white would have been popped at the beginning. You know what I mean? At the very beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
So
right.
we know you're lying, Shotty. Come on now.
I feel that. I feel that. It's me, though, you know?
Love that.
Good.
Alrighty. And then so we did get a pop balloon over here. Why did we end up popping?
I wanted to hear what she had to say, but the grad school thing was it for me. I mean, I've gone to grad school myself. I know how much of a commitment it is and how much work it is, but I would rather have somebody that's, you know, been in the field, like worked before, know what that's like. And I think I'm just looking for somebody to kind of match me and where I'm at rather than matching somewhere where I've been before. So I think that's why I popped my balloon.
You're talking about undergrad or graduate school?
Graduate school. I have my master's degree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You peeped that right there? You peeped that right there?
Okay.
That was a flex. She was trying to flex on her part. You talking about underground? Like, no, I said grad school. The reason he popped his balloon is he's tired of this shit. He's like, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of her. You know, that not something I'm really attracted. You know, she's not. I don't find her that attractive. I'm tired of holding my tongue. Right? That's why I think he popped his balloon. He's frustrated. Like, man, get me the hell out of here. Right? So, and then like, she comes back talking about, you know, a lot of women believe that they get all this education. You know, you got your undergrad, you got your grad school, you know, and they believe that makes them more valuable in the sexual marketplace. It does not. It does not, ladies. I mean, the women who go out there is like, man, I'm working for, you know, a Fortune 500 corporation. I'm making $300,000 a year. For a dude, that's good because a dude's going to talk to whoever. He can make it 300 grand a year. He can be talking to a girl dropping fries at McDonald's. I know one, by the way. Her name's Chanel. How you doing, girl? It's not McDonald's, it's Burger King. But anyway, she's fine. But a woman making 300 grand is not going to talk to the dude, you know, Trey, who's standing next to Chanel at Burger King dropping fries. So it doesn't, you know, women get that confused. So she's like getting a little offended. Like, wait, I said grad school, not undergrad. Dude's like, no, I went to grad school too. Right. And,
Well,
go ahead.
It does give them more leverage. However, the leverage is not directly with men that they want to date, even though I think that that's what they believe it will do, right? That those men will find it attractive. But it does give them leverage, not in a good way, but leverage in terms of, well, the more money I make, the more educated, you know, whatever I am, the less I need a man. So they it's sort of a counterproductive in many terms. I'm not saying always, but in many terms thing. And look, I've dated women who, you know, have had bachelors. One was a master's, going for doctoral. And I'm just saying, look, everyone's different, but overall, I would much prefer one that never went to indoctrination camp, fucking college. I would prefer a woman that didn't go to college, didn't graduate.
I'm cool with women who've gone to college or whatever. I've run the gamut, bro. Like from, you know, PhD, medical doctor, engineers, all the way down to girls who, you know, finished high school with a GED. I've run the gamut. But the more success women have academically, the more success women have in the corporate world, depending on a woman, and for most women, generally speaking, it's harder to deal with them. Now, I was a guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's harder to deal with them. And a dude who is bad training, and a dude who's a top tier guy, a guy who knows what he's doing, he's only going to tolerate so much. Versus the guys at the bottom who will, as we can see, there are no limits. They'll take whatever.
They'll tolerate it, but the women don't want them, so it becomes moot.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Jake's great.
So is he?
It's funny.
Oh, the higher level of degree, the lower skill level of Sam. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not always a 1-to-1. I'm not talking shit, ladies. If you went to college, have your degree. I'm just saying generally, it's not a good thing. I don't think that look, college is a whole thing. I've gone to many colleges. I've obtained enough credits to have a bachelor's. I just never converted. And with that, I see it as bad training. College is an indoctrination of all of the things wrong with society. Now, to varying degrees, depends on the college, depends on factors, your teachers in the micro. But I'm just saying, it's not this thing that it's sold to be. Right? Oh, if you go to college, then you're educated. There's a lot of very fucking stupid people with doctoral degrees. Right? They might not be stupid in terms of, knowledge of whatever their trade is, specifically. But common sense wise, look, I don't want to even get into politics, but I'm just saying, I'll bet you there's a whole lot of forget about Kamala, incumbent supporters who are very highly educated. Yet I would call them tards.
Bro, I'm here to tell you, college is easy. Right? That game, unless you're STEM, pre-med or like law school or like, you know, outside of that, college is real easy. It's not like you're being held to some high standard. Most colleges, people don't, they show up on the first date and they show up to take tests. A lot of people pay people to take tests for them, you know, so it's not a real flex. And when I talk to a woman who's a doctor, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Getting through med school is hard. Pre-med is hard. Getting through med school is hard. Going through your residency is very difficult. Same thing with attorneys. I've dealt with attorneys coming out of law school, like third-year law students who were, you know, doing their summer associate work with these like high-pressure firms. That's a different caliber person. But you came out of school with a degree in, you know, underwater basket weaving, like no one's gonna respect that. And then you get into the workforce and you can't compete. That's another thing. It used to be going to college that gave you an advantage in the workforce. Now it kind of works against you. So, and then like women, I just got to understand the game shifts all the time. It changes. I've had my share of, you know, college girls, and God bless them. It was so much fun, but they did want the top tier dudes. The girls that I was messing with, they would tell me about their boyfriends. Like, yeah, and get that they're in college with their boyfriend at home, but they messing with me because, you know, the paratroopers showed up, right? Or it's Freaknik or whatever. So, I mean, like I said, it's not a great thing. It's not a good flex.
I've dealt with 2 women I can think of that were in college and cheating. Like they would tell me about it. Like, you know, they have some dude in the class doing their work for them, some shit.
Right.
But anyways, neither here nor there.
He's someone that's your type.
You don't look bad by no means. Where are you from?
I live in New York, but I'm from California.
Okay.
All right. So we do have 2 guys left. Any questions, guys, for our lady here? You got one? All right. Let's start here.
What's your relationship with your family like?
I talk to my mom every single day. I talked to my brother before I came here. I check on my family frequently.
She didn't mention father. I mean, who knows why, but I'm just saying, you know, talk to your mother. I'm just saying, you know, who knows why, but.
Despite me just moving, you know, and uprooting my life, I'm very family centered.
So where are you originally from?
I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions here?
He's still mad about
just
the
add
gay
on there.
comment.
Where do you live now?
That dude want to take his outfit off.
Yeah. No, oftentimes I've seen where, you know, 2 women later, they'll still repeat what that woman had said that had bothered them, which again just shows lack of self-frame confidence.
Oh, okay, got you. I was going to say, how do you handle being told no in a relationship?
Tell you, bro. Manosphere.
I wouldn't ask that though. I would just see, but I get why he asked that. I just, yeah. I guess the reason I said that is there's probably plenty of women who would be like, you know, oh, I don't like that, or, you know, whatever the case. Yet some of them, at least for men that they actually really do like, you know, have desire for, would act differently, right? They would go along with it. So I think it's sort of pointless to ask that, but
right,
maybe get a little idea where they're coming from.
It's really about the circumstance. I can really put my guard aside if, you know, it's warranted.
Right, what I just said, right? If it's the right dude, yeah, then I'm not a bitch.
I take criticism, so I'll be a little sad. I may give you a little attitude, like whatever, but I mean, I guess.
When you graduate with your master's, what is your plan after that?
I'm going where God takes me and the money.
Oh, where God takes me
and the money.
And I'm not anti-God by any means, but I'm just wondering what the fuck that means. Right, so I'm not going to be led by husband. It'll be where God takes me and the money. And the money. I just...
Let you know what it is. You still got a balloon in your hand?
That.
Yeah, pop the balloon, bro. You still got a balloon in your hand? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what is this? What is this face? Is he thinking what we're saying, but he just kind of nervous about it?
Yes.
That's a good answer. And,
that's a good answer.
Yeah, so I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
How you feel about long distance?
I'm actually not mad at it. Like he said, I'm pretty busy Monday through Friday, but you know, on the weekends and breaks, I like to have a time. So.
So you can hop on flights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, fly me out. Fly me out. Fly
It
me
is
out.
time to pop one of their balloons and see which one is your match.
Black and white getting popped.
I love Jesus too. I just want you to know that. I love that you said that. I'm here for it 100%. Honestly.
Okay.
Sure.
So why'd you end up popping?
Honestly, I just wanted to hear what you had to say. You said you popped his balloon because you said he was like slim. I'm a pretty skinny dude too.
I knew it. Some more. Oh my goodness. These wobbly kneed dudes. They might as well get on their knees.
Like you probably can't tell because of the jacket, but yeah, I'm a pretty slim guy. So like,
Yeah, we couldn't tell because of the fucking jacket.
He's wearing
yeah,
a
probably
choker.
wouldn't be a good match for you.
Yeah, that's what it is. A choker.
So is he right? Is he your type or?
Trying to get pegged.
I like your voice. That sounds nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Gerard,
doesn't
come on
match the
up here.
rest of
Come
you.
on up, y'all. Let's head up here.
Why are you clapping?
So, any final questions between the two of you?
Yeah, I do have one question. So if I look on your Instagram,
Oh man, do you see that face too? She was like, "Ooh, Instagram."
is it a lot of thirst traps? Are you showing a lot of skin, or
Do I look like I show a lot of skin?
I don't know. You never know these days.
No.
Okay.
Very covered. Follow me on Instagram.
Oof. I don't know.
Okay. You're good. Okay. Well, with that being said, is it a yes for you for her?
Damn, this would have been a perfect point to pull up the Instagram. I can't do it.
I just don't like the way she just answered that.
Good. Good.
Finally.
don't.
Finally.
What was wrong with how she answered it?
It was
Oh,
like,
and then here's a fellow female cope. Yeah. What she? No. Don't do that.
do you like the way I like? I just.
Do I like the what did I say?
It was the way you said that. You were like, "Do I look like I?"
Right, because she was wondering.
He's totally correct, and now is the female cope companionship.
Why you
Do I
asked that
present
question?
like that?
But here's
I mean,
the
you
thing,
don't present
though.
like that, but I feel like
Here's the thing, though. The guy didn't like her attitude. He can
Yeah.
tell she doesn't want him. That's what it is. He doesn't like it. And again, his mind is on something different. Like what's the mission? These dudes don't know what their mission is. If the mission is to get in here and smash, then just get in here and smash. Whatever she says, it doesn't really matter. If the mission is to look good on the show and get a match, then all right, you look good on the show. So you got the match. Get off the screen. So I think the dude is just mad because, man, she doesn't like me. The way that she answered that was just so much sass. He just couldn't take it.
Yeah, no, I think it was the right thing. He did what almost no men on here do, so that was good.
it was a reasonable question in today's society. I just don't like how you.
I can't wait
Yeah.
till you see it.
Oh God, she doubling down.
All right, well, let me have you head on back. I thought we were there. Why'd you do that? All right, so that is all the balloons.
Look at the cope. Oh man, the enabling, right? And you have to know this is gonna happen, but it's just, like this girl in the middle. I don't remember her name, but whoever runs the show, she was trying to fight for her. Like, no, don't do that. No. She was just answering it this way, but he was absolutely correct.
Balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's give it up for her, guys. I'll take the mic.
All right, so
Look, she's walking away with the mic. Like, give me the mic, girl. Where you going?
and I know we only made it halfway, not even halfway through, but
How many they do? Like 4?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's a specific number. I can't
just
remember,
wondering.
but
Hey,
yeah.
before we go, what is the?
Yeah.
There's another girl coming out. Let's see what she looks like before we
Oh
go.
yeah,
Just
Sure,
have a look
we
at
can
what
do
she
that.
looks
We'll do a little.
Thank you.
Yeah, pull it back up.
Her ego is bruised too. You know it is.
Yeah, you got to pull it back up. You're not showing me.
Okay,
that
let's
video.
go ahead.
Wait, say that again. Oh, my bad. Yep.
Yeah, you got to pull it back up.
Oh, that's not even. And what up, Nightish?
Night is in the
And
building.
bring
What's
out
good,
our
bro?
next single lady.
These dudes all look defeated, by the way.
Every last one of them. Every last one of them.
I like it.
I thought it would be different here. It's just like
Yeah.
the lounge. It's just like the
thought this-
club.
I
Welcome
thought this
in.
be
What's
where I
your
met
name?
wifey.
Samaya.
Samaya, how old are you?
I'm 25.
And what do you do?
I'm a licensed EMT and I'm in school.
Okay, nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to go on hikes and I like to go to the gym.
Okay. Now, what are
All
some
of those are too short for her. All of them are too short.
things you look for in a man?
Someone who has boundaries, someone who knows what they want. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Someone who's a
Okay, so someone who has boundaries and knows what they want. I think that was a pretty good answer. With that said, decent shape for sure, not overweight, whatever. But the tats are crazy. I mean, I don't mean they're crazy, but just it's not speaking to wifey long term, whatever. Also, the way that she's talking, not to read too much into it, but the way that she's, I don't know, she has this kind of hoary tone.
I mean, yeah, it's that whiny. I mean, bro, it is what it is. That's how, if she's from Cali, it makes a lot of sense to me. That definitely got that LA tone.
I think she's been run through, is what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. By a bunch of gym bros that ran through her. The tattoo thing, man, there's a lot of women with tats, bro. There are a lot of, I've come across some women that are like, man, you would be really cool. But then you see these massive tattoos. I have tats, but to see my tattoos, I mean, I pretty much got to be shirtless. So, I mean, you might be able to see them clip, if I'm wearing sleeveless or whatever.
Yeah,
But, yeah, but when, I mean, women are doing like whole sleeves, they got their necks, it's
the necks, the face,
the legs, faces. Yeah.
It's begging for attention.
Yeah.
It just, yeah. My good choice of words, Natasha. What up? But yeah, she definitely don't seem like wifey behavior or anything like that thus far. And look, we ran a long one today, over 3 hours. So we're gonna wrap it up. No way we're making it through the rest. I know you have constrictions. I got to do some stuff as well. But yeah, look, it was good. I think we did a fantastic best on the internet review of reality. What is what's happening? Not telling anyone what to do. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. Other than these dudes in particular, and women to different degrees, but you really should be working on you. It's evident by your behavior, how you're acting, the thirst, the lack of confidence, the posture, the tone, everything. You don't need to be dating. You just don't. And I think they're all kind of fucked. I think everyone who showed up is.
This is a good reflection of what's going on out there in these trenches, y'all. As an old man seeing what's going on out there, there's a lot of dudes with zero confidence. They're out here trying to get on with women, and they're not having success. I think those dudes should listen to what Bates is saying. That's not to mean you shouldn't be social, but being social and actively dating are two different things. You should get out there. You need to know how to move in social environments and social circles. These guys failed because they're weird, they're uncomfortable, they have no confidence, right? You look at the way they dress, they're full of regret. So like they don't know how to own the situation. So, and women sense that. Women are hypersensitive to that shit, bro. They pick it up fast. There's no getting around it.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, right? You look at survival, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, people being more picky, right, so to speak, having higher standards, let's say that, for themselves and therefore for others around them, not just dating or marriage, but also friendships, all sorts of things. But people being more higher standards, raising their own standards for themselves and others, that's the answer. Whereas I think people are like, oh, well, I can just be me and get more attention by doing this. So cheap trade-offs.
Yep. You're right, man. So this was fun, bro. Thanks for asking me to do this.
Yeah, man.
I would never on my platform do this, like I said, I would, what I would have done was like, I was going to react to you doing this, but like for me to actually do the whole thing. But it needs to be done because the dating world looks like that. And you guys can see why the dating world isn't working. And there's so many other things out there as well. And then you wonder why people are traveling. You know, women are getting their passports too. So you got the passport sisters, you know, passport girls out there, and they got the passport bros out there. Why is everybody fleeing America, bro? So the problem is here in America, the way we treating each other, the way we're acting. You know, time to put in some work and figure it out, guys. But again, that's easy for me to say. That's easy for Bass to say.
Look,
right?
The work is it's not going to be easy, but it's not complicated. Right? These people alone, I don't need to know all their life problems, all their history, all their fuckery, but start eating better. Start taking care of your health better, significantly, and you will move the needle on your self-respect, your interactions, just in doing that. Now, how much, to what degree, how long does it take? These are all variables, who knows? But you want actionable advice, there it is. And for men, many of these men, these coping, kind of simpy, weak in the knees, no confidence with themselves men, aside from what we just talked about, more time alone. You've been looking for reflections of yourself and people around you to the degree that you don't know who the fuck you are. And once you figure that out, you won't be worried about, oh, does she like me? Does she like my outfit? No.
It's facts.
You don't even like you. So how anyone else going to like you?
Right. That's a fact. Listen to Bass Oracle,
Saint,
guys.
Check out his channel.
I really want to know podcast.
Yeah, it's pinned in the title, so all you got to do is click. Thanks for coming on, DL. And I know you were going to have me, or we were talking about doing something on yours in the near future. But anyways, we're going to wrap it up. So everyone out there, Angela, Jody, Natasha, Nida, you know, everyone, glad that you could stop by, take a look. Any feedback, you know, put it in the comments. Put a comment on the video. Appreciate all the algorithm shit. You know, like, do whatever. Peace.